That's all right. Yeah, I buy that. I need to pull up a couple of. Oh shit! Accidentally closed this message.
No, just stay connected. Just won't work. Okay. He's back.
Okay, I need to look up a couple of stat blocks here. Give me a hot second.
While we're doing that, let's kill the dragon again. Yep, good use of time.
I will use another time.
Name last session, did we?
I should have just killed Ooznaub.
What challenge?
You know, what would have happened if we didn't have a sun sword?
We already did the math. I would have had 1 HP after your hits.
Yeah, but I could have action surged. I could have I probably could have killed one of you if I really wanted to.
Oh, I'm sure.
If you were trying to kill one of the party members, why didn't you just kill yourself?
I could have. I was charmed. That's why.
You were a guest.
I needed to make sure the guests were comfortable, and they were cold. They needed jackets. It all makes sense.
Jackets of blood.
Reptiles make great jackets.
Okay. I remember that. I don't remember what that monster is. We'll get to it when we get to it. Hopefully we never get there.
Yeah, reptiles are renowned for retaining body heat.
Alright, and then I need... Man, I really want the Dungeon Master's Guide, because I keep rolling up these fucking magical item tables. And I have to look them up every time. Okay, so... Would anyone like to recap our last session?
Let's see. Worms. We had ribs. We had vampires. We had dead dragons. We had living dragons. The Underdark. Spooky Yuki. The Underdark. I think that's about it.
Hey,
Am I missing
anything?
anything?
You don't know if you're in the Underdark or not.
You verbally told us. An
said
omniscient
you were
voice
in a
spoke into our ear.
Dark place.
It was like a WWE intro.
And then you asked Futao, do you know anything about the Underdark? And he said no. And then you said good.
Yeah, okay, that's fair, but that was out of game.
Dude, I can't wait for Mind Flayer to come and jack one of us.
Oh, that's what the other one. Sorry.
It's gonna jack. It's gonna jack Chonk, and it's gonna be fucking great.
Do you know if you get reduced to 0 in any skill block, you instantly die?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too
Fun
stupid
fact.
to breathe.
My charisma is...
And we got the intro. Holy shit. That was good. Oh, that was funny.
I can't wait for one of us to get... Yeah, I'm streaming that, and I can't wait for one of us to get our dive intelligence damage, and then just fucking naming title.
I really hope that ends up being the title. I hope
someone gets...
this session.
Someone dies of intelligence damage.
Someone died.
What's your intelligence?
Dude, why are you looking at us? We all know who's gonna die of intelligence damage.
And that's gonna be me.
Yeah, what is Chonk's intelligence?
6.
Is it okay? This is no.
I assume I have the highest. I mean, I don't know about Jorva, but
Jorva? She's white. She's got nothing.
Oh, woof! You calling her basic?
No, dude. Don't even get me started on dragon ecology. I will fucking demolish you.
It's dragon biology. Dragon ecology is something entirely different. It's the study of ecosystems, Ian.
Yeah, and the ecosystems of white dragons is fucking stupidity. All right. Who the fuck lives in an ice cave? Stupid.
I'm reading
all right.
This. Let's see here. Do that. 10th level spellcaster. That's pretty cool.
That is a lot of levels.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I thought.
there.
Gilbert, what level are you? You're 8.
No, I'm not.
9.
Kind of like 8.5.
You, Gilbert, notably, you did gain your spell slots.
All of them? Wait.
You earned the spell slots that you would earn on the level up.
Okay.
But you did not regain your spent ones already. Same goes for any other casters.
Very reasonable.
May I ask
spells, baby?
a clarification question?
Yes.
On one thing? So, At level 9, I get to move along vertical surfaces without falling.
Yeah. Oh, right. And you're
Is that
a
like
bird.
only? Is that like for one thing of my foot movement, or is that for like?
No,
like-
that's as long as you
or
are
is that-
moving. I
As
think you
long as
can
I'm,
run.
so I could just
Yeah,
run
because
down the giant cavern.
The
Yes.
way that the flavor works on that is like when you move a certain amount of feet in your turn, you're not like starting and stopping. The idea is that you're continuing a run. And so as long as nothing interrupts your running, you can run for multiple turns.
Gotcha.
Just straight up or down something. I don't see why it's actually useful at all to you.
It's not,
Well, there you go.
At all. Can you control with the arrow keys?
but it means for like the, I don't know. I don't need to climb, so that's kind of nice.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yeah, because you're doing tons of climbing with those wings of yours.
Oh yeah, I am.
So many spells.
I'll find a use for it. Don't worry.
Did the portcullis open up again? Yes, it did. It did open up.
Yes, it opened up, and
Did we
you're not
hear-
sure how to.
Didn't we hear something, or was that us
so-
fucking around?
Is it? Oh, I think it's. I believe it's. Sorry, I'm looking at the monster right now.
Monster.
There's no monsters in the Underdark.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. Let us begin. So, we resume in this particular room. This 6x, I think it's a 6x6 room, with the two sarcophagi. The vampires' bodies are nowhere to be found since they dissolved. They burnt away actually with Uznob's sunlight blade, and you guys had just gotten the ethereal experience of leveling up, but you have not taken a long or a short rest. The portcullis opened, and I will say, whose passive perception is above like 17?
Oh, oh damn.
That's fine.
My passive perception.
Chad, you would have heard the dungeon moving around you in kind of straight, like almost like you're inside a giant gear, and you hear like that sort of sound. But beyond that, you're not sure what the cause of that was.
God. We're in the Skyloft Temple from Skyward Sword, aren't we? Oh.
Brave of you to assume that you're not in the belly of the fourth divine beast. Okay, if we remove some of this fog of war, who's echoing me?
Sorry.
Start talking.
I don't know who's echoing me. But we're gonna find out right now, this time on this day. All right,
Dragon Ball Z.
they're not doing it anymore, so that's fine. Your hallway is here, and it curves off to the right a little bit.
Doesn't it
And,
go both ways? Oh no, yep, it just said it moved.
Do we
And this is what you remember. Yes,
want
Gilbert.
to take a long rest? I have no memory of what time it is.
It's like midday,
Orb of
isn't it?
time.
Time Orb!
Your time. It would be, I think, midday. Yeah,
Weren't
because
we
you guys took a
actively
long rest
trying-
and then you entered the warm cavern in the morning.
Anytime we want to take a long rest, just let me know and I can make it so it's completely safe.
So wait, just out of curiosity, this hallway is no longer here?
Yes, there are remains. It looks like you know when? What's a good example?
It looks like it's been cut off. Like specifically, like there could be a hallway there, but there isn't.
It looks like something rotated that hasn't rotated for a while, right? Like you turn your monitor to the side and a bunch of like dust in like scrape marks is shown from like the other side of like where it turned. That's kind of the what you get looking at that. If we dispel some of this fog of war,
We should have.
which I really wish I had a mouse for, but I've only got 2 USB ports in this computer.
What are you
Input
using
language
that for?
typing dismissed.
Do you have a
Let's see.
USB-C? I can give you a
We should have played with the
I do,
levers.
but I'm using it for charging. Okay, so there's that, and then this hallway goes this way, and this hallway goes this way, and then this one, or I'm sorry, technically this is a door, so you wouldn't be able to see past that.
Okay, so behind that door, guys, there's another door. We know that. We can use this information.
I mean, assuming that didn't move as well.
Oh god,
I
I
don't
can't
know.
use my
I don't know
mouse.
what's going on.
Ooh, I need some appropriate music.
Okay, everyone, place your bets. Was the dungeon always a place that could move, or is this just Nathaniel's excuse for not having the map drawn?
I'm gonna throw someone out the window.
Someone's
Very
gonna get-
understandably, not having the map drawn, mind you.
Hey, is
The
this
dungeon can always
quantum
move.
preparation?
Trust me, it always can move.
You know, I buy it. There was levers. We should have played with the levers.
Yeah.
I bet if we played with the levers, we would have moved it and shit. Now there's someone in the lever room, and they're gonna come up behind us. It's gonna be great.
Friends, do we do the right hand rule or the left hand rule?
Do we want to look down both hallways before we make that decision?
Yeah,
Like, maybe
I
we look
suppose.
down one. Maybe we go down the right-hand path, and it's filled with anger, and the left-hand path's filled with gold
I'm
and
gonna
shit.
stop being a frontline wizard, so someone go ahead.
I'll
I'll
go.
be a
I'll take that one. I'll look down this way.
Oh, look down this one. Oh,
Okay.
oh, who's not? Oh,
Whoa, my! Who's knobs on
So-
top, everyone?
Igor, you, gazing this way, see
The door.
that with a hallway that looks like it continues off to the upper right.
Mhm.
You see another hallway that curves that way, another one there, and a door to the right.
Okay, there's a lot going down.
Mind you,
on
this
one.
is all in. Actually, no, it's not pitch black darkness. There are torches lighting up every 10, 15
course.
feet, and they
Every-
are lit torches, and they're kind of placed in the sconces. along
Everyone
the walls.
knows things in the Underdark need light to see, guys. Let's see. Does the right-hand rule open doors?
Yes.
It does, okay.
What about the left-hand rule?
Oh goodness, no.
Okay.
Nathaniel,
Speaking
what's
of
down the
left-hand
lower
rule,
one?
Oh, and then Chad, for you going down to the lower one, I'm trying to memorize the hotkeys here. Why is that one A and then W? Whatever. Here, it's a hallway that goes down and then to your left.
All right, right hand rule.
following the right-hand rule? I wanted to go down the one that only has one path.
Been decided.
Alright. Wait,
Okay.
What did we decide? Because we just had two contradicting statements. There was no decision there.
I don't
Right hand rule.
think we decided how it was decided, but it was.
Right hand rule
Um,
says we go this way.
Right hand rule is this way, left hand rule is this way. Gilbert's not actually going there, I'm using him as a ping.
God, why would you do that when you have a laser? But think about all the cool
The
treasure
hotkeys.
that's probably going to be right here. Right here.
You know what
Yeah.
left hand rule does look like? It's a shorter.
Oh, and John, what's your passive perception again?
It is 18.
18. Got it.
Motherfucker's got a
And that's the
high
highest in the party, right?
I think so.
I believe
Oh.
so.
I've got 15. Got that fucking boost.
That's good stuff.
Everyone hyped about that proficiency bonus increase? Gang.
So high.
Alright.
Loving it. Loving it. We got a
Wait, we
plus
have a
10
proficiency
athletics.
Oh yeah, it's plus 4. Oh.
Plus 4. Fuck. You guys are going up quick. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Oh. Moving on now.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? There's
Let's go.
2 hallways and one that continues.
Let's see what let's just see what's down this hallway, because if this hallway
Okay.
turns into like 16 more hallways, then we can just, make
Yeah.
decisions from there. We're getting information.
Igor, going down that hallway, you find the hallway extends and then moves to the left.
This is getting ominous. Let's go.
What is your marching order?
Oh, marching order.
And I see Igor went first, so that is already decided. But marching order for everyone else.
Okay, Usnob's sticking there right with me.
Jorv's
Okay,
in
so
the
it's Igor and Uznov.
Jorva's about like 50 feet back.
Jorva
in
is
one of the
definitely-
coffins.
back. So as
At the
far
back.
away from Igor as
And then
possible.
Chad Chunk.
Man, if you want to be far away from possible, I can, liberate
And
her
then
from the mortal
Gilbert.
coil, but, that's here nor there.
And George. Okay, that's good to know. I'll remember this marching order. And then, importantly, Igor, your passive perception is 15. Uznob's your passive perception 18?
14.
14. Prep a hand. Okay. And noticeably,
Nothing.
I'm doing this. Okay, marching order, good to know. Okay, so
Wait,
Igor,
so
as
now-
you get to about here,
Yes.
that's a fog of war
Right.
spot. Sorry. As you get to about here, go ahead and move your tokens back since Igor's the first person to cross this.
Jeez.
Igor, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I do like those.
As Chad, you realize just slightly too late that there's a pressure pad on the ground that Igor then steps on. And if you were maybe in
What
front of
did I
him,
get
you could have
for it?
pointed it out. Because you noticed it before he stepped on it, but unfortunately he was too far ahead. Igor, what'd you get on that dexterity saving throw?
3 minus 1, 2.
2. Okay, so you fail. So you take
Positive numbers.
6,
Got baby.
9,
9.
6,
6.
9. 6, 9, 6, 9. So that's 18 plus 12. Makes it 30 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage, as a giant axe comes out of the wall and sticks itself right into the central chest plate of your armor. And you just see Igor pause, his shield like not quite raised in time, as blood starts seeping out from the center of his armor.
That's not good.
How much damage was that?
30.
30 points of damage.
How about 7?
Ooh! We're taking
Projected ward. I'm just having my arcane ward
20
absorb 23 points of that.
23 points of
Is that a
healing,
reaction?
baby.
Yes.
Okay, then
That's
that's
neat.
all right. 23 points of healing to you, Igor. As
yeah.
Igor stepped out, and just before it impacts, Gilbert sticks out his wand, and without even looking at his book, is able to get the spell out just in time, kind of absorb most of the impact. Okay, so that is what happened.
Fantastic. Okay, so there's
Also,
traps.
Past perception is actually 19. I forgot about proficiency up.
Ooh,
19,
look at
that's
this big, thick lad.
I should probably roll for that now that you mention it.
Do we want to... Should we walk carefully then? Should we walk at a slow pace?
Oh, that was the wrong character.
I would imagine so.
Should we let Chad be in the front?
Yeah, dude. I can avoid traps pretty easily, and I tend to like notice stuff, dude. So I don't know. I mean, I can go in front if you want.
Oh, yeah.
You also walk on the wall, so like you don't step on pressure plates and stuff.
That works for me. I could also just kind of. I don't know how hovering works or how tall the ceiling
So
is.
the ceiling here is about 10 feet high in most places. So it
probably
would
not
be
hovering.
possible for you to fly. I would say hovering would be iffy, because you generally go up and down 10 feet when you hover.
Can I walk along the wall?
I don't believe you can walk. I think
So it
it's
has
like,
to be like my full 40 feet of movement.
I don't know rules as written for the ability. If you read me the writing, maybe it says you can walk. But my flavor for the ability is that it's a Mark who's echoing. Huh.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
On my end.
Okay, let's work on that.
I don't know why, but that's who it is. But for my flavor text right now, it's you got to be at least a running pace, not full movement, but you got to be sprinting in order
Just
to
keep
kind of
going
get
in
the momentum.
S's like you're skiing.
Yeah, kind of like that. Do you guys want to continue, or what's happening?
Yeah, let's continue. Since we are now in a marching order, do we want to use Jorva as one token so we all don't have to move our token around like a bunch of idiots? Like use Jorva as a group token?
Yeah, you can do that.
So instead of us all...
And then it's
Summon
Igor and
ourselves
Chad
to
swap
matters.
in the moves marching order, but everyone else did the same. It's good to know. Okay. Yeah, Chad, I would say you got to be moving most of your full movement in order to get that benefit.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's like dash running on water in Incredibles, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're continuing down the hallway.
Yeah, dude.
Is anything special happening? You're just walking.
I mean, right now, I'm kind of keeping like an extra eye out for traps.
All right, make me
'cause I
an
just saw-
investigation roll
Alright.
for checking for traps,
Investigation?
or maybe perception. You can take your pick.
I would much rather perception. That is a 23.
23. Okay. So, Jorva, you advanced down the end of the hallway to find the hallway curves to the left.
Son of a bitch.
You do not see any traps.
No traps.
You continue walking up, and you get to the next corner, and you see the hallway here splits into boom and boom. Sorry, that should technically be full. A doorway to the left that is closed, and then the path continues on to the right.
Left-hand rule.
Let's open some fucking doors,
Can't
babes.
argue with that. Do we hear anything? It's gonna be a small room. Never mind.
It's gonna be a
Nothing
massive
bad
room.
could be.
That's
in
what
there.
you think.
I bet this is the lever room. Let's open the door.
I think
Okay.
that's my guess.
All right.
So, who you try to open the door and it's locked.
Damn it.
Would anyone like to attempt to open this door?
Lockpick
Is it
time.
like just like a lock in front of a door, or like what kind of lock?
It is a internal lock
Oh.
built into the door. Yeah, Chad or Chunk, give me a.
Are we sure this is? Wait, are we sure this is a real door?
Well, it's physical.
Well, no. Okay. Here, like, let's hear me out in this. We walked around this corner. We felt like very clearly we were on one side of the wall, one side of the room, the other side of the room, and there's about 20 feet in between it. That seems like a really small room. Are we sure this is a real door?
That's a good point.
No.
Do we want to?
Yes.
Let's. Is there a way to like? Is there a crack in the door or like a keyhole that we can look down?
You could feasibly look through the keyhole, and maybe that would.
I'm gonna look through the keyhole.
Careful what you find on the other side.
I hope whatever it is eats my brain.
Yeah, so you peer through the keyhole and you can't see shit because
It's just black.
it's filled with a locking mechanism. It's not a keyhole you can look through. It's a more than basic lock.
Nathaniel,
Yes.
with our
Gilbert.
weird level up but not level up,
Yes.
do I have my 2 additional spells I'd have prepared, or do I have to wait for a long rest for those?
I would say yes.
So yes, I have them prepared.
Well, no, you have to prepare.
Or yes,
right,
I have
wizard.
a long.
You
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I'm
you
just
do not have them prepared, but you have them.
cool.
You just haven't prepared them for the day.
Okay, just checking.
I forgot wizards are different from sorcerers.
Wizards, man.
Okay, Chalk, are you going to give me that thieves tools check?
Remind me again.
What is it's what dexterity plus proficiency?
If you have
With thieves'
proficiency with thief tools, yeah.
Well, he's a rogue. I think he's given proficiency.
Yeah.
Are they?
So it's
Is that a given?
my roll plus 6.
I mean, you can check your proficiencies.
Yeah, they have proficiency in it. They can choose to get expertise in it if they want, but they always have proficiency.
Gotcha.
So it's dexterity plus proficiency. So
Dexterity plus proficiency. There you go.
yeah. That is a 25.
25. All right. So Chonk's been watching a bit of the lockpicking lawyer, and he recognizes it, and he's like, "Oh no, this is a 6-core dimple pin lock. I got this." And he breaks down, and it's honestly the most competent you've ever seen Chonk. When he's not shooting at people, is getting down in front of a lock, and just kind of like sticks it in, turns it around, pulls a few levers, and then you hear a chink, and Chonk reaches up and lightly pulls open the door. And Chonk, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
Nobody checked for traps on the locked door.
It's a pull guys.
I should have.
Jesus.
What was that, Chonk?
No. So for a saving throw, it's. Do I just add my. Well, I don't have proficiency in saving
Constitution
throws,
saving throw.
so I don't add anything.
Oh, okay. Really? Nothing?
Well, I don't have proficiency in it, so.
You had your constitution though.
You had your Constitution modifier.
Oh, 14.
Okay, 14. So you fail. So
Okay.
you take 6, 7, and 3. So that's, 22 points of damage?
Can I have it with evasion?
No,
Constitution,
because
Dexterity.
it's
It's
Constitution.
only dexterity.
And also, you watch as Chonk very, very quickly open this door, and then you see a poisonous gas slip out from the lock. As the rest of you are able to take couple steps back and not inhale the gas, but Chonk gets a big old inhale of it before he realizes what's wrong. So you take 22 points of damage. I think was the number, and you are poisoned for the next 1 hour.
I turn to Uznaub, and when I say, help please, and then I fall to the ground dramatically, clutching my throat.
Dude, Chonk, you
Um,
good, bro?
Cleric! Poison!
Let me see
Help!
what it does.
Let's see.
What
Let's
does poison actually do in this game?
Disadvantage on
yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on ability checks for the next 1 hour, and it's a
And
condition.
attacks?
Maybe
It is
it's
a
pretty
condition.
Fine.
Uh,
I cast Lesser Restoration on Chonk.
Okay, mark that down in your spell slot. Chonk, Uznaub reaches over to you and somewhat reluctantly, it would seem, taps you with his spellcasting focus, and you feel the poison kind of flow through your body and then disappear. So you're no longer poisoned. And you guys get a good look at what's behind the door. This right here is a treasure chest.
Yay!
Don't open it yet.
Yeah,
It
no.
looks like a very it looks like a bog standard kind of like very classic dungeon crawl-esque treasure chest. Yeah,
What skill is it to check for traps?
it would be investigation.
Don't touch it.
Perception is looking for traps. Investigation is like you have a chest or a door in front of you and you're investigating the door for traps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm good at investigating.
Yeah. Can I investigate the room before we walk into it?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, perceive the room before we walk into it.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Hey,
Gilbert, you want to do
Ten,
investigate the chest.
that's 18.
18? Doesn't look like there's anything odd about it. I mean, there's a lit torch in the sconce, which is kind of strange considering it's behind a locked door. But it's generally it looks actually the same as the rest of the hallway, and you can see the edges of the back of the wall look like they've been scuffed and kind of scraped a bit.
Okay. So I have a quarterstaff. The first thing I want to do to investigate before even rolling is just poke the chest with my quarterstaff from as far away as possible.
A whole 6 feet away. Okay.
So wait. When I see him walking in, I'm gonna ask, do you want me to, like, poof out an echo and just kind of hit it with a stick instead of getting closer to it?
Yes.
Smart.
I'll just
Okay.
kind of poof an echo right here. I'm gonna have my hand on the door when I'm doing this.
Yep. Yeah.
And I wanna
Okay.
just take an axe and kind of just smack it.
All right.
Don't destroy it.
No, yeah, not in like a destructive manner.
Not
but
like
just
the flat side of the axe. No?
yeah, just kind of fucking give it a whack.
Yeah, and so your echo lifts it up and at your command, looks at the chest and whack, gives it a good thwap on the top of the head, and you watch as nothing happens.
Okay, now I'll go investigate.
All right.
It's probably not a mimic. Probably.
Don't tempt me. All right, Gilbert,
Dark Souls.
go ahead and
Oh.
investigate the chest.
Good. Not good. Okay, 15.
15? Well, it's got a big old padlock on it, but other than that, as far as you can tell, it's not trapped or anything like that.
I
Looks like
relay
a
that
normal trap.
information.
Is
What about the padlock?
trap?
Yeah.
The padlock is not trapped, as far as you
Okay.
can tell.
Okay.
Let's
Look
go
like it's
to
time. Lock picking.
All right, roll me another Thieves' Tools check.
Hey.
Hey.
12. Not great.
12? So you've been watching a little too much lockpicking, Lawyer, and you saw the one episode where you picked a gun lock with a Lego, and you're like, I can do that. And so you stick a Lego into the lock, and you jim it around, and then and you pull out the half of your little toy, while the other half remains stuck in the lock.
I want a Lego.
half
And
one.
it was not successful, this endeavor.
Hmm.
How do we open it?
How long until I can roll again?
You can make as many checks as you want, theoretically. It's just at a higher DC every time you make a check. It gets harder with repetitive stuff.
Can I help him by investigating to be like, oh no, you see, that's a.
You could give him an
Reticulated,
advantage by
bifurcated.
helping him. Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Okay, so Gilbert is now helping Chunk. You're going to give the lock a second attempt. Go ahead and roll me again.
Do I get advantage?
Yes, you get an advantage.
Okay. 25?
Okay. With this time, you're able to push you actually grab your proper lock picking tools and you push aside a bit of the toy that you had left in there, the upper half of the Lego, and you jimmy it a couple times and lock pops open. And you're able to take the padlock off the chest and I imagine open the chest.
Yes.
All right,
Poison
and inside
can.
there, you find a D100.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
That is 44. You find... What is that? Sorry, I rolled for a magical item. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Let me give you a description. It is a it looks to be a Nordic style battle axe.
Okay.
It looks to be I think one hand, or maybe two, and it's got these like weird inscriptions on the head of the axe and kind of down the handle, and it glows with a very very faint magical aura.
Oh, I mean, if we want to spend, I don't know, 11 minutes, I can tell us what it is.
Yeah, go for it.
Up to everyone. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, dude. We're not in a rush, I assume.
Then I identify it.
Okay.
Before he starts, I'd like to hand Gilbert the wand of fireballs.
Mm.
Oh my. Might need this.
Well,
It's dangerous to go.
this shall make a fine addition to my collection.
Okay, Gilbert, I sent you the stat block for the item.
Oh.
As
boy.
Gilbert finishes up his ritual to identify it.
Oh, gee, this is my favorite Pathfinder adventure path. It appears that it is an axe used for slaying giants.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, that's actually really important because we're in a giant campaign.
You know, it's kind of funny. I rolled for that. Totally random.
I use battle axes and I fight giants. Oh my god!
Isn't this convenient? We're getting sun swords to fight vampires, giant slayers to slay giants. That's what it does. I tell you that.
Oh, and it's a +1.
I'm fucking snagging that before anyone has a chance to it.
It is indeed what the deep gnomes call groovy.
Are we assuming this is a one-handed weapon?
He said a battle axe.
It is a
You said battle
It
axe,
doesn't
right?
actually specify.
He
It just
said
says any
one-handed,
axe.
maybe two.
I'm gonna say it's a one-handed axe with whatever the default stat block for the one-handed, like
You said battle axe originally. Can we just run battle axe? That's the D8 with a D10 versatile.
yes, that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like because there's like the hand axe, the battle axe, and then there's a battle axe from Skyrim, which is a two-handed weapon only. It's the versatile one.
Well,
Neat.
throw it away. We'll never use it.
Does anyone have need for a one-handed? I mean, a +1 battle axe? Just a normal +1 battle axe? I think me and Uznov are the only ones who use melee
Well,
weapon.
Chad can like make it a monk weapon, right?
He's already got
yeah,
his monk
dude.
weapons, though.
Um,
Do you want another monk weapon? It's a D10 versatile. Gotta love a
Well, you
D10
can make
versatile.
these monk weapons, I think. Or if
I
not,
think that's technically better than a spear.
Might need to not have the versatile trait.
I think I can't use the versatile trait, though.
Well,
So I
spears
think
have
it's
versatile. Hold on. Let's.
I don't know, man. I haven't
I-
played
And
a
it's-
monk in years.
It's new Tasha stuff.
It's Tasha stuff. That's why I don't.
that's why. Oh, and by the way, this part is revealed when you went this way.
Oh,
Oh, I like the
I
one.
am digging
Yeah,
shit.
it's coming. It's coming. All right, there you go. That path is revealed to you.
Dedicated weapon. Must be a simpler martial weapon. You must be proficient with it, and it must lack the heavier special property. Do you have proficiency with martial weapons and/or battle axes?
I do not.
Damn.
Ah.
And it stays in the bag.
Or actually, I
Classic.
have martial weapon, not
Oh,
bad.
there you go.
Wait, you have martial weapons?
I was gonna say the monks probably should have. Oh, maybe they don't.
I
because
don't
it's a
think I
monk.
do. Let me double check.
Monks have like
right.
weird proficiency.
Anyway,
Just let me know.
what is your plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Left-hand rule.
No, just simple weapons.
Damn.
Monks. Shut down. All right. So left-hand rule. Someone control Jorva as to where you're going. Because without that, I am lost. All right.
Or I guess left
We'll
hand.
go to the
Same
far
marching
over.
order, I assume.
Yes.
Unless something changed.
Where
You
do we
get
go?
that revealed.
We should probably start checking for traps.
Do we need to roll again, or are we gonna run with the same
You
roll?
want me to like roll a perception roll on every corner?
No, so it's per like action. So what you guys just did there, you diverted your path and opened a chest. Now would be a time for rolling a new perception check for looking for traps.
Come on, Chad.
All right, that's not a fantastic roll, but let's see, 7 plus 9, 16.
16 for traps. Okay.
Wait, do I have a high? Wait, what's your proficiency like modifier or
+4.
perception modifier?
You might, if you have expertise, you might be higher. I only have +4, so 9.
Oh, I have +10, so.
I also have +5. What the fuck?
Anyway,
wait, how
you
is-
see no traps as you round the corner, and you see the path continues up to the left.
How is your passive perception higher than mine if you only have a +4 in perception?
Well, no, I have a +9 in perception.
Oh, okay.
I meant, sorry, wisdom is +5 and then proficiency +4.
Okay, never mind.
That's what I
Confused.
meant, sorry.
Are you guys
Wait.
continuing?
So that roll was for this movement right here.
Yes.
Yes. And it will continue until you change your path.
Such as
Uh,
going upwards.
No, as in like stopping and going somewhere else.
Okay.
Like
So
that,
it's like for
that trap
this
roll.
unit of travel.
Exactly.
Door.
The door is
Because
red.
rolling for every cave will be obnoxious.
Did we
Every
find
turn
a
will be
secret
obnoxious.
door by accident?
What's the
No,
blood
this is
door?
not a secret door. This door is. It looks similar to the one you previously unlocked. Same kind of like wooden with metal bars running through it. Very well set into the stone. There's no like gaps you can peek above and under it. And it's got the same. Looks to be the same internal lock underneath the door handle.
Is it invest to look for traps?
Yeah, it would be investigate to look for traps on the specific
I
door.
would like to investigate the door.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 24.
24.
Got that sweet +9.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like there are any traps on the door, as far as you can tell.
It's in the door. I see.
Noticeably, during the investigation, do you ever touch it? I imagine you would, right?
I would do a investigation of it without touching, and if I sense no danger and see reason to touch to further my investigation, I would do so then. It's totally a mimic. Continue.
Yeah, so you investigate it and you don't find any traps in it, and then you remember that previously the trap was in the keyhole mechanism. And so you give that a good looking, and while you're doing that, you brush up against it. And Chad, you would notice this. It looks like the door was breathing.
Oh God.
The best
And
kind of
that's the
doors.
most you get before the mimic attempts to attack you, Gilbert.
Man, it's
And
always
it has
right
advantage because it's surprised, or because you're surprised.
I'm not surprised.
That is a 17 to hit.
Before. All right, let me drag. Can we get our tokens back? I guess?
Oh
This
yeah,
one,
okay, we can get our tokens back.
I am going to cast. Oh, I'm surprised I can't do a reaction. Never mind. Yep, you hit.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna place you guys right there. Gilbert's in front of the door. Igor is probably right there, and Chad's probably like right there. Okay, so you take. Let me check here. This dice right here. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are subjected to its adhesive trait.
It's a sticky door.
Or sorry, that's object form only. No, you're not. Yeah, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the door smacks you on top of the head, and you watch as the rest of you watch as the door kind of melds, and behind the door is just a solid chunk of wood, and it's like the door. It's honestly like the door was never even there, or a solid chunk of stone. Sorry, as the door morphs into a form that is very strange. It's kind of this weird stringy creature. Totally like brown in texture, and it's got this massive mouth, and it's still got like parts of the door that are seemingly stuck to it, or maybe it's part of it. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative.
I do like that.
Hey.
Rolling physical dice feels
Ooh, natural
good.
20 for the win.
I'm doing all right. Who'd have guessed? The guy with the low dex has shitty dex rolls.
7.
Okay, so
7?
25 to 20.
I rolled a 2.
No one? Okay,
Say what?
20 to 15. Initiative rolls, 20 to 15. Anyone? Okay,
No.
15 to 10.
Me.
12.
12.
12. Okay. Chonk and Gilbert, you both got 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Chonk then Gilbert.
Yep.
10 to 5.
8.
7.
Uznov with 8. Oh, okay. And then Chad with 5. And Igor, I imagine you're last.
2. Going strong.
Oh, and Jorba got a 16. Sorry.
Jorba, Lord of Yellow.
Jorba got a 16. All right, so the Mimic goes first. And the Mimic is going to... it is going to attempt to grapple Gilbert.
What an
That's
ass.
fair. That's very fair.
Gilbert, that is a 18 athletics check. Roll me athletics or acrobatics to get out of the grapple.
A 15.
15 is not high enough as the Mimic reaches forward and lunges and grabs Gilbert and pulls it in. And then it's going to use its extra attack in order to attack Gilbert. And it has advantage on any attack roll that is grappling a creature. So that was a 19 to hit.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be... let's see here.
Here goes Gilbert. Let's go.
It's not going to be that much damage, so I'll save the spell slot.
11 plus 3, that makes 15 points of damage.
11
As
plus
the Mimic
14.
bites down onto your chest and try and kind of rips a bit of the flesh out as it holds you hostage. Okay,
Down to 16 HP, we're good.
We are
Jordan,
alright.
seeing its friend grappled, is going to attempt to sprint up there, and I'll put the Mimic token down here so it's right there.
Looks like chunk.
Which is not a confusing color at all. Yeah, we will change the color.
It's a doppelganger, pretending to be a mimic.
It turns into
You're
dog.
disguised as a mimic.
It's actually a mind flayer. There you go. And
Then I'm fine.
Jorba is going to attack the Mimic. Jorba rolled a natural 18. That's going to hit. And I don't remember what that does. I think she does like a 1d4 or something. So I'm going to say 7
Fucking
points of damage to the Mimic. As 7 minus 7. Okay, 7 points of damage. It is now Chunk's turn.
Oh,
Chunk,
really?
there's a Mimic in your melee range currently grappling Gilbert.
Okay. What would it take to get Gilbert out of the mimic?
Well, if you do enough damage, maybe the Mimic would let go. You could attempt to break the grapple on the Mimic with like a strength check.
Okay.
Or you could kill the Mimic. Or you could push Gilbert out of the way.
How would I push him out of the way? Isn't he being grappled by the mimic though?
You could, theoretically, if you had like a walloping arrow or something, or a spell that would force someone to move, that would be a way to break a grapple.
Gilbert, what's your constitution looking like?
It's +1.
He's just gonna shoot Gilbert.
I have 16 HP, pal.
Make sure you use sneak attack.
I have a potential plan.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Oh, good luck.
I can shoot Gilbert with the arrow, or I could hit him physically, or I can shoot the mimic.
You could just shove him.
Here's the shove action.
Oh,
Let's never forget the shove action.
that's true. How does a shove action work?
You make a strength check against the Mimic and you shove Gilbert. It is relatively self-explanatory.
All right, let me do a shove. And then is it?
Make a strength check.
Excuse me.
And then would this be strength modifier plus efficiency?
No, this is just a strength check. You are not
Just strength.
proficient in shoving.
Okay. Are you
Mimic
sure?
rolled a 15 on strength in order to maintain the grapple.
I rolled a 11.
Okay. You, unfortunately, just didn't quite shove the Mimic in the right way, and the Mimic maintains its hold on you, or on Gilbert. So that's your action for the turn.
I'm gonna disengage. And how do distances work on this map? Are we?
Where's 5 feet?
5 feet.
So I would have to go like back. I don't have line of sight within 25 feet.
Can we get a short bow for backup?
Okay, I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
I guess.
Perfect. All right, it is now Gilbert's turn. Gilbert, how you doing? Having fun?
DM,
Yeah?
can I choose to fail a saving throw?
You could, yeah. I don't see
So
why not.
theoretically, I could banish myself.
Oh God.
Ooh, that is a fantastic
Yeah?
question.
I don't see why not. Well, does anything in the banish text mention not being able to choose yourself? Or does it
Send
just say-
one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence.
Okay.
Target remains there until the spell ends.
Okay. Yeah, I would say sure. Why not? Why can't you banish yourself? You know?
I am
Also
doing
just
some
try to
research.
banish the mimic.
This is
Careful where
tough.
you show up.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it specifically say harmless demiplane or something?
Yeah, it does it. As long as you
Yeah,
don't previously
I go to a
belong to
harmless
plane.
demi-plane if I
It's not like
want
there's
to.
this god that's chasing after you guys because Gilbert definitely
Harmless
insulted his
demiplane.
Uh,
That was me who insulted him.
no, I think Gilbert losing his class kind of insulted the Kraken. Yeah, no, I would say that.
Opponents.
I don't really have anything that can hurt it because all of my attacks, I am realizing, are ranged spell attacks, which would be at disadvantage. Screw it. We're just gonna do a frickin' just gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
Yeah, firebolt at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're going to be rolling with disadvantage. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Firebolt. Ooh, 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's that is actually going to hit. All right, roll me
It
damage.
is 2d10 fire damage. Ooh, 17 fire damage.
17 points. Okay, that's good to know. The mimics
That's a
not looking great.
that's a fat firebolt right there. Oh, shit.
17
7 and a
points
10.
of damage on a firebolt's a lot. That makes it 30. Okay. All right, Gilbert, is that the end of your turn?
That is enough of my shenanigans, yes.
Who's not? It's your turn.
No, I'm gonna hit it.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
That's a 16.
The fuck was
16.
that?
All right.
What was that?
Sorry.
This computer.
It's the stupid my Monder Windows auto changed the audio input for some reason, so my music was gone. Okay, 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's only 10 damage.
Only 10. That's less than a firebolt at disadvantage. That's kind of
Yep.
sad. Mimic is looking bloodied, I should say.
Okay.
The action economy is not in its favor. Uzob, that is the end of your turn, I imagine.
Yes.
Chad, it's your turn.
Alrighty, let me get by. Should have been prepared, my mistake. That's going to be a 19 and an 18.
Yeah, those both hit. That's poor Mimic.
And then, at least on the 2 spear attacks, I still have an unarmored strike too.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be 10 and 8, so 18 damage on those 2.
Okay.
And then unarmored strike is a natural 1.
Oh, so the 2 spears stab into both of the Mimic's arms. The Mimic's like, ah! And at this point, you guys should know. Well, Gilbert banished himself, didn't he? No, he fired.
I thought
No,
about
I did not.
The Mimic at this point has let go of Gilbert because it's taken enough damage and it's released the grapple with the 2 spear attacks. And then this one punch comes in, and the Mimic just kind of steps aside, and you see the wing kind of crack against the stone as Chad, your hand hurts a lot, having just punched a rock wall, expecting a fleshy Mimic instead. Igor, it's your turn.
You know, I think Igor's gonna do what he does best and make a handful of attacks. That's what I do. It's what I'm here for. Lowest is a 15.
Lowest does not hit. Anything above
16.
Yeah, 16 hits.
16 hits, 2 hits. 7, 5. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Okay. You watch as Igor, 2 attacks, bring the Mimic down to its knees. As it is not dead, but it looks like it's on death's door.
It's not dead. All right, that's my turn.
But no, it is not dead. And it kind of looks up at you with its weird... It doesn't really have eyes. If you could imagine what a door looks like trying to replicate a face, that is the vibe you get from this Mimic. That's what looking at it looks like.
I never knew these things had knees.
With its big googly eyes, and it looks up at you, Igor.
All right. Like, I'm not going to feel sympathy for it. I'm just going to fucking end my turn. Like, what the fuck you looking at?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, Igor ends his turn. The Mimic is a Pog. Fuck, what's it gonna do?
Big fat poggers
Let me
moment.
take a look at this stat block here. It doesn't specify. Yeah, okay. The Mimic is going to look around, and it's going to look at the party and look at Jorva, and it is going to polymorph itself
Oh.
into a bag of holding.
Oh.
So you watch as the Mimic kind of frantically looks around and looks up at Igor and then everyone, and then looks on Gilbert's waist and sees the hanging pouch, and just, and it kind of shrinks like a Pokeball. And then when you like blink, it's over, and you look down, and there's a bag of holding sitting on the ground, covered in
another
blood.
bag of holding.
It's everywhere, but
How many
well,
HP?
it looks like a bag
That's
of holding, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, it's like I was about to ask how much HP do you think a bag of holding has before it turns back into a mimic?
1.
Yeah, probably. Are we all just gonna stand over and beat the shit out of this like gangbang style? Just fucking stomp the shit out of it.
Yeah, dude, that sounds good.
I wouldn't
Sounds like
touch
a
it,
good
but
idea.
yes.
Yeah, fucking. Do you want to hit it with another firebolt? Nice fat firebolt, because it seemed to not like the first one.
I mean, I suppose I could.
At which point, Gilbert starts lining up a fireball, and Jorva is technically next in initiative order. So Jorva walks up to it and just looks at it, and then swallows it whole.
Swallows it whole.
It just bites the bag of holding and tosses it up. And while Jorva is chewing it, the bag of holding reverts to the true form of the Mimic. And then Jorva spits it out because the Mimics are disgusting. Having dealt more than 1 point of damage to it. Yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, the Mimic is now dead on the ground, reverting to its true amorphous form.
Okay, are we going to talk about the fact that the dragon clearly just ate a bag for no other reason than the fact that it was there?
Oh!
Someone just keep an eye on it, because I kind of don't want it to eat our bag.
And it pants like a dog. Well, not it, whatever.
There was nothing behind the fake door. We should have known that this door was fake when it was red.
Because I ran out of brown color.
So everything hurts.
Oh,
Gilbert.
Do you want to take a nap, or do you want to go to bed? Excuse me.
Well, I mean, I can just do a short rest and, get that sweet, sweet HP back.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Where are you guys going to short rest?
I think we're just gonna sit right here.
Right
But
there?
I was gonna say, while he was short resting, I wanted to use my fancy echo to just place it somewhere we've already been, like maybe down over here, in case everything moves again. I want to be able to see how things move. Fantastic.
Igor. I'm calling it there.
Igor.
That's canon.
Fantastic.
All right, yeah, you can place your echo down there. That'll work fine. And then the rest of you are just gonna sit down where you are and short rest. Not gonna do anything else. Not gonna go anywhere else. Okay. Good
Do you want to? Okay. Do you guys want to just take a peek around the corner and make sure there's not
All right,
something
there we
waiting
go.
there?
There we go. All right, you take a peek
There's
around
a
the corner.
fucking
and you
Garistro
find-
just sitting there.
A door.
There's the hallway ends. and there's a door to the right.
I bet it's a fake door.
It's not red.
It's
not
not red.
red.
This is true. It's probably. This one isn't trapped, but we're still gonna take damage because if we open it, it's just a closet filled with spears, but all the spears fell over. Okay.
You have a really elaborate imagination here.
So you're like they're all just sitting in state. We open it, just spears. Spears, and it's gonna be great.
All right.
Course of a long rest, I attune to the wand of fireballs.
Okay, well, you're not long resting right now. You're short resting. If
I meant
was-
to say short rest.
Short rest. Okay. Well, we'll see if we'll get there. Is anyone keeping watch? Igor's echo is, but that's
Igor is
about it.
blind because Igor's echo is.
I would actually
fucking
get no
around.
benefits from a short rest currently. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fair.
Chad, roll me a perception check.
yep.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
That is going to be a 22.
22. All right, this is. Okay, so about 15, 20 minutes into your short rest, Chad, you notice that the door that you're currently watching, you hear this soft sound coming from the door. And then you watch as it ever so slowly kind of peeks open.
And spears come out.
And you see this purplish hand on the door handle as the door slowly presses open. And if you do nothing and continue watching,
Dude, guys, you want to look at this door with me?
okay, so you say that as the door then very quickly opens immediately, and out steps two
The red
very strange creatures.
Interesting.
Dude, guys.
If I was to describe them to you, they're both wearing these long black robes, very intricate in their embroidery, with silver lining towards the edges and these steel breastplates on their chest. Their hands are kind of dark purple, bluish, with these kind of long, these four-fingered hands, with these long, elaborate claws on them, and their heads are purple with completely smooth skin and tentacles coming down from where their mouth is. For those players, your characters wouldn't know this, I don't think, but you players would know these as mind flayers. These are two of them, it would appear to me.
God,
Should we
they-
shoot them?
I'm going to need you all to roll for initiative.
There goes that short rest. I didn't need it anyways.
Ooh, that one rolled an 8 type of hands.
No, sweet Jesus.
So I'm gonna take a 0 on my initiative, because I'm both deaf and blinded. But I'm just curious if when my
Well,
echoes.
you still roll an initiative. You are just currently deaf and blinded.
Yeah,
No
and
one's
I'm
working
rolling
on
a
it.
0.
You rolled a 0.
No, I didn't.
No, you can't. No, roll an initiative. Ian.
Okay,
That's not how the initiative works.
okay, fine. I rolled a 9, 8. Does my thing see anything more elaborate than hallways down here, or is it just?
Oh yeah. Well, if your thing's been wandering about, your thing.
It literally just moved down the hallway. I was just wondering if there's anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, peeking down this hallway, you'd see this one extends for quite some time.
Okay.
Before there's a one here with a door, and then peeking down this hallway, you can see that and that and that. Is what your echo would see during the beginning of the short rest. Okay, I'm going to need initiative rolls 25 to 20. Okay, good start. 20 to 15.
17.
Gilbert with the 17.
Frontline wizard.
Okay, then next goes the Mind Flayer. 15 to 10.
11.
11. So it'll be Chunk and then Uznab. 10 to 5.
9.
8.
Wow. 9 and then 8. Okay.
Dex rolls
Chad.
do not like me today.
No, apparently not. You think a monk would be good at it. And then Jorva rolls a 3. Peppa hands. All right. That accounts for everyone, right? Gilbert, Chunk, Uznab, Chad, Igor. Okay, perfect. Oh, and the second Mind Flayer. Whoops. All right. starting off combat, we have Gilbert. You're first.
So I hear a door open up. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. 1, 2,
You would not.
3.
Yeah, you would hear the door open up. You mainly heard Chad shouting, "Hey guys, there's something coming," which is very
So-
descriptive.
I look. I see 2 mean dudes. I'm not a big fan of tentacles. They kind of spook me, and I'm
Too
gonna
soon.
cast Banishment at 5th level.
Oh boy.
Banishment at 5th
They
level.
both need to make Charisma saving throws.
Okay,
DC 17.
so
17.
you reach out you pull out your wand and you start throwing the spell, and one of them is going to attempt to counterspell you.
I counterspell their counterspell.
So they cast counterspell at 3rd level, which they were going to have to roll for, but then you cast counterspell with your reaction.
Yep.
That prompts the other one to use
So
their
happy right
reaction
now.
to cast counterspell.
Okay, so
And
wait,
the
let's work
casting
through this
at-
stack.
Yeah, so
May I
you
ask
cast the spell.
what
Yeah,
Chad is seeing?
we'll describe it once we know what's happening, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Gilbert casts a spell, right? Casts
Yep.
spell. To which Mind Flayer number 1 casts counterspell.
Yes.
You cast counterspell.
Yep.
To which Mind Flayer 2 casts counterspell to your counterspell.
Okay, so that means the original Mind Flayer's counterspell does go off. So
Okay.
they get to counterspell my banishment.
Only if they succeed on their Arcana roll. What is it? It's
D20 plus ability
D20
modifier.
plus their ability modifier.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
proficiency.
DC 15.
Okay, well that's a natural 16 plus their ability modifier of +7. So unfortunately that does succeed. You guys watch, Chunk and Chad, watch as Gilbert throws out his wand, and you, in very, very rapid succession, because this all takes place in the span of a turn, which is like less than 6 seconds at this point, just a very rapid back and forth of multiple spells going off at once before Gilbert, you finish off and you look at your wand, and unfortunately both Mind Flayers are still there, as the banish or the counterspell did eventually go off, or one of them at least.
Gentlemen, I'll leave you to it.
Hey.
You do have to note that you've expended all of their reactions until their turn. And you've expended those counterspell spells?
Abjuration spell. I get arcane word points back. Continue.
Yes.
2 abjuration spells. My goodness, what a day.
All
I
right.
fucking love dual spellcasters. Holy shit. That's so much fun.
I effectively healed 16 HP that turn.
Who's
Worth it.
next?
Yes, Chunk.
Who's next?
Mind Flayer number 1 is next.
All right.
So he regains his reaction, notably. As Mind Flayer number 1, I'll label him. So this will be fuck.
Hey,
Gone
worked. I
forever.
did banish.
Flayer 1. Yeah, that works. And this will be 2. So Flayer 1 is going to see you two and hear some shouts down the hallway and look to one of his friends. And do any of you speak Undercommon?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. You hear as it shouts to one of its companions, or to its companion. And then it is going to, let's see here, what does this one do? It's going to use that ability.
Dagger.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
60 foot jump. It's going to run up to here, see you guys all down the hallway, and it's going to step in here, and it is going to cast Mind Blast. Well, it's going to use Mind Blast.
Mind blast.
And it's going to Mind Blast all the way down this hallway right here. So I'm going to need Igor, Gilbert, Jorva, and Uznab to roll a intelligence saving throw.
I do like those.
Waiting to hear those words this whole campaign. Natural 20 plus 10, 30.
Does that count as attacking someone else so I get Sentinel off?
No, because it's Sentinel isn't Mage Slayer.
Oh,
I
that's
believe
true.
is how it works. 21.
That's right.
But you, look up the rules to Sentinel. If it counts as them casting a spell, then yes. But if it's not a casting, if it doesn't specify casting a spell and it specifies melee attack, then no.
Let me look.
And then let's see here. So who rolled below a 15 on that saving throw?
He got a 16.
I got a 17. Easy
17?
game.
I got a 30.
What?
Still 20 plus 10.
I got a 30. Oh, I should roll for Jorva, shouldn't I? Jorva failed. She rolled
Yeah,
an 8.
That's smart.
Jorva takes 21 points of psychic damage, and she's stunned for the next minute of combat.
Minute?
Yeah, the next minute.
Honestly, it's not the best.
As it fires the mind blast down the corridor. And what's interesting, you guys don't actually see any effect. You just feel it in your mind, and you just feel this wave of psychic energy. You're like, ugh. And that is going to be, let's see. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this one's turn because it used its movement as its reaction.
Back for Sentinel, so
An attack? I would say no.
yeah, it's different.
Because it's not making an attack. It's making it's using an ability. So it shouts back to its companion number 2, and it says, "Grafandiza baka," and that is going to be end of its turn. All right, Chunk, you're up.
Okay. Question about advantage. If I have 2 things that give me advantage and 1 that gives me disadvantage, how does that turn out?
Rules is written. Any sources of advantage and disadvantage cancel, no matter how many are on each side.
Oh, okay. I'm reading rules as written is as long as there's an attack roll.
Okay. So there was no attack roll. There was saving throw.
So yeah, but yeah, that wouldn't count. But good to know.
Okay. So then,
Which I think is a little dumb, but we'll play this rules written for now.
okay, would you be willing to round 4.5 up to 5?
You round down 4.5 to 4.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Don't know what you're planning, but
Because I want to get advantage on this guy.
That guy's dead. That's the dead mimic.
That's
yeah,
a dead
that's a
mimic.
dead.
That's my laser.
Oh no, I'm talking about this guy.
Oh, well, if you have a source of advantage and disadvantage, they cancel out no matter how many you have of each. Even if you have double the advantages, disadvantage, they still cancel.
If I were in Gilbert's spot, would I have line of sight or no?
You would not, I don't think. No, from Gilbert's spot, he's 1 tile to the left. You also wouldn't be able to shoot from Gilbert's perspective. You wouldn't be able to shoot on top of Gilbert.
Okay. I'm going to shoot Flayer number 2.
Okay. You're going to be rolling at disadvantage because there's someone in your melee range. I believe is how range attacks work.
Right, but I have advantage because it's the Flayer
Because
number
it
2.
hasn't gone, right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's just going to be a straight roll. Fair enough.
Yes. Oh, and also get sneak attack, I believe. Wait, do I?
Only if you hit it.
Only if I hit it. That's fair. Natural 20.
Well, that'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
All right. So I believe you mentioned a couple sessions ago that we're just gonna do a normal roll and then double it.
Yes, you just take the end result and then double that. And that's for all crits.
This will be fun.
Okay. All right. So it's
You would not get sneak attack on this one, though. I don't think. Because it's not in melee range with any of your compatriots, and it's not surprised, and you didn't have advantage on the attack roll. But it is a crit. Sit down.
Okay,
Roll
yeah.
a dice.
okay. Sorry. Okay. So it's a 10. Well, okay. I also have a feat that gets me an extra dice on.
It includes crit, include everything. The end result of your attack is what you double.
Okay.
You don't
Cool.
double anything in the attack, right?
26 points of damage.
Okay. And that's with the doubling?
Yes.
That's good to know. Okay. Let me 1 and 2. Okay, and that was on number 2, right?
Mhm.
Minus 26. Perfect. All right. I assume that's the end of your turn, unless you want to do something else.
That'll be it. Yeah.
All right, moving on to Usnap. It's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Let's see. Yeah, that's 5 squares. That's how far I can move. I'm gonna move right here,
Okay.
and then 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Spirit Guardians.
All right. Does that hit both of them, or just one?
It hits both.
Does look like it hits both. That is a fail and a success. 1 failed, 2 succeeded.
14. That's 18 damage.
Okay. That's 18 minus 9. Perfect. Is that the end of your turn? You still have an action, or is that
That
the
was
action?
that was my action.
Okay. In which case, perfect. All right. That brings us to Chad. It's your turn.
Alrighty. So I got a flare in front of me, right?
Yes, you do. You have 2 of them, technically.
That's true. Players don't get attacks. So probably going to be.
Yeah.
Well, one of
Nothing.
them still doesn't have a reaction.
The one that's near you does, though.
Yeah.
Need to get up for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okie
Let's
dokie.
do a couple spirit attacks. That is a 16 and a 19.
16, 19? Okay. Let me look at 16, 19 both hit.
Okay. And that's going to be. That is a D10, not a D8. That's going to be 13 plus 9, 22 damage.
22 points of damage, and that's to number 1, right?
For number 1, and I would like for it to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
That is a 6. It fails.
Dude, what's it like to be stunned now?
God. Okay, so you successfully stun Mind Flayer number 1.
And then I'm going to go over to Mind Flayer number 2. I would like to punch it twice.
Okay. Only 2 attacks.
That is going to be a 12 and a 25.
12 misses, 25 hits.
All right. And then that is a D6 instead. I was going to do 9 damage, and I'd like to him to also make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a natural 19.
Alrighty.
Plus their constitution of 1. That makes it 20.
They are doing great.
Sorry about that.
The 9 points of damage, but
Okay. All right, and that's the end of your turn?
that is the end of my turn.
Igor.
All right. So no one's touched Igor. So let's see if Igor knows what's going on. Let's see. Let's roll a d20. Let's go 14 plus 1.
You are blind and deaf, and no one touched you. So I don't think...
I took psychic damage. No, I didn't take psychic damage. I felt psychic energy. I rolled a 15.
You did take damage? I would say you snap out of it. You would exit the trance upon taking damage.
I didn't take damage, though.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't tell us we take damage on
Only
success.
Jorva took damage.
Oh, sorry. You take half damage on a success.
Okay.
How much was that?
It was, if I remember, 21. So halved is 10.
Fantastic.
Is Gilbert over there like 6 health or something?
No, my arcane ward is at 6 HP. I have 16.
Big money.
Arcane ward.
Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna manifest an echo right there, and we're just gonna take 2 attacks at the first Mind Flayer with advantage.
Like
Correct.
You got +2. You're not flanking, or you don't get advantage because you're flanking. You get +2.
Stunned.
Oh, but he is stunned. You're right. You do get advantage.
Fantastic.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
So that's
Poor
a
guy.
27 and a 24. So
Yeah,
those
those both
hit.
Pull up a calculator for HP here.
Damn, that is absolute garbage rolls. 5, 5 plus 14, 19 points of damage to my Mr.
Minus
Flayer.
19. All right, he is still alive.
God damn it.
He's looking real rough though. Mind Flayer number 1, not looking great.
I think that'll be my turn for now. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, that's good to know. End of Igor's turn. Jorva is going to, at the end of her turn, attempt to resist a stun. She rolls an 11. She fails to resist the stun. Still stunned for another round. Mind Flayer number 2. It is now their turn.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. They're not doing great off the bat. They haven't even gone yet. That is a 16 plus their stuff. Makes it 19 total.
The DC is 16. So, yeah.
So they pass. And they're
It
at
is 10, 12, so 6 damage.
minus 6. Okay. Number 2 is also not looking great. And number 2 is going to look back down the hallway above it, and it's going to shout some more things in Undercommon that you're not sure of.
I do love Undercommon.
And I'm going to roll initiative real quick for these two people.
What?
Oh my god, that's actually really convenient.
For you or for us?
For me.
Do clerics have to prepare spells?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
We're all like, yes, that's fairly obvious. So that was going to be that
wanted
one.
the answer to be no.
Okay. That is that one's free action. And then as its action, this one is going to cast... God, what is it going to cast? It's got so many spells at its disposal. Let's see. There's you guys all kind of in a line. It can cast Blade Ward, you guys.
Yes.
No. It is going to target, I guess, Chad.
What's up, dude?
And Chad, it's going to look at you and in common, or does it speak common? No, it does have telepathy. It is going to speak into your mind, and you hear this nasty voice that isn't quite in common, but is a language you understand. And it says, "Why don't you try answering this question? This statement is false." And it's going to cast confusion on you. Let's see here. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, now that I can do.
Ooh, no, it's a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. That's awesome. Okay, so Uznab, Chonk, and Chad, because Igor's Echo doesn't technically count, you three need to make me wisdom saving throws.
23.
13.
Okay, Chonk, you fail. Everyone else succeeds. Chonk, you are now confused.
Okay.
And so at the start of your turn, you're going to do something special with a D10. And that's going to be exciting.
Did you say 10 foot?
Yeah, 10-foot sphere. And so he cast it kind of measured on a sphere kind of right there. 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Which would get everyone there. Tactfully avoiding casting on his friend. And with his movement, he's going to attempt to back up out of Chad's range. Chad,
Oh, yes, thank God.
That means. Okay.
If you want to roll an attack of opportunity, you could.
That would be great. That's going to be a 16.
16 hits. Not particularly well armored, these guys.
He's Sentinel. He doesn't move.
That's true. He does not move.
As long as I hit.
Oh, he should have moved. Oh.
7 damage. Oh,
Fucking Chonk. -7. Okay. And now, because these guys rolled so low, they actually in the first turn of initiative order. I don't know if that's quite how that works, but that's how I'm going to rule it. So, you see entering. Mind Flayer number 3 comes sprinting down from around the corner, slides to a stop, and sees everything that's happening. And he is going to cast a lightning bolt. And so a stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. And so he is going to cast lightning bolts. Let's see, he moves 5, 10, 15. 20. I'm gonna say. 25.
I just used my reaction too.
Yeah, 30. Actually, no, he's not, because he doesn't have a great line of sight with only 30 feet of movement.
He's instead going to eat your brain.
He's instead going to, he's going to try and eat your brain. He's going to make a couple of melee attacks against you, Chad.
What's up, dude?
That is a 18 plus 7. Does that hit?
Sure does.
Okay, that's going to be 2d10 plus 4 psychic damage. 7 and 6. So that's 13 points of psychic damage. Or sorry, 13 plus 4, which makes it 17 points of psychic damage. And since you are medium or smaller, it is grappled. And you must succeed on a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
No.
God.
Did you say intelligence?
I did.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
10.
So you are stunned until this grapple ends.
Cool.
Yeah, so the Mind Flayer snapped out a tentacle at you and slapped you upside the head and then wrapped the tentacle around your neck and pulled you in. And it spoke into your mind in this like very inhumane language. And you are currently stunned until its grapple ends. That's going to be Mind Flayer's 3 turn. Mind Flayer 4.
God.
It's going to
Ready,
waltz into
Flayer
the picture.
4.
And is going to see Chad grappled. And let's see here. It's going to peek around the corner, and it does have a sight line on Chunk and Uznab peeking around the corner. It is going to attempt to... Let's see. This one? Maybe detect thoughts. Mind block. Ooh, so
Most
exciting.
powerful spell.
It's going to cast confusion on you, Uznab. Or, sorry, confusion centered around, let's say, Uznab, Chonk, and Igor's Echo, and Flayer. So Uznab and Chonk, well, Chonk, you're already confused. Uznab, I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 10.
Yeah, so you fail. So Uznab, you are confused as well.
Oh no.
This
This is
is
exciting.
looking rather dicey.
I'm excited. You guys are gonna all die. It's gonna be great. Okay, that is the end of the Mind Flayer's turn. Confused. Okay. Combat 2, starting with Gilbert. How you doing?
Okay, did I hear that Flayer 1 is stunned?
Yeah, you would see that he is stunned.
Okay, so we're gonna do Scorching Ray and make 3 attack rolls, I believe at advantage because it's stunned.
Yes, and it's upright.
Okay. So that first one, that is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And then a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And then a 20 to hit.
Yeah, no, those all hit.
So that's going to be 66 fire damage.
Wait, 66 or 6d6?
6d6.
Okay, that makes more
God.
sense.
That's
I think, regardless, it's probably dead unless you roll really low.
And not great, I rolled 3 ones. 16 fire damage.
That is enough. It only had 15 HP left.
I want to point out I did
as
more
you-
damage on a single firebolt.
Yeah. As you throw out the 3 scorching rays, and one of them screeches kind of underneath Uznab, and the other one spins next to Chonk. And they're both confused, and they kind of spin around wildly, looking at these 3 balls of fire flaming past them. But you hit them all 3 into the Mind Flayer, and you watch as it and kind of erupts into flames and then crumples down as a burnt corpse. Mind Flayer 1 is dead.
And I don't know what confusion does. Let me stand up here where I can see the other mind flayers.
Okay, I like it. Delete this one. All right, so brings us to Chunk. It's your turn.
I have to do a thing, don't I?
Confused.
Yes, roll me a d10.
Oh no.
It's the exciting part.
Oh no.
That's a 1, Chief.
That's a 1. Behavior 1. This creature uses all of its movement in a random direction.
Ooh.
To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign each direction a die face. The creature does not take an action this turn. Okay, so we'll say starting at 1 is north, and then 7 and going around clockwise for the 8 cardinal directions.
Well, there's only so many directions I can go in. I am against.
Yeah, well, it's yeah. So we'll say but we'll
Just roll a d8.
we'll
6.
roll the 8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you are going to sprint this way.
Down.
And yeah, kind of down to the left, hugging the wall as much as you can, as all of your movement allows. So 30 feet.
He's following the left-hand
Would
rule.
probably end you 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I will say you end up above Jorva, is where you end up.
Okay.
Down here. And that is your turn. And then at the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw. So you can make another one to see if you shake off the confusion.
Unnatural 20.
That is enough. You beat their spell DC. So with that, you kind of sprinted against the wall and you stop in front of Jorva. And Jorva looks up at you and kind of cocks its head, or her head, because she's still stunned, mind you. So she hasn't moved at all. And you just kind of shake off, and you successfully beat the confusion. All right, Uznav, it's your turn. Roll me a d10.
D10. That is a 5.
That is a 5. 2 to 6, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. Nothing
Nice.
happens, Uznav. You just
Good
kind
job,
of
guys.
stand there. All right, make a wisdom saving throw to see if you shake it off.
That is a 12.
12, you do not successfully shake off confusion. You are still confused.
I have a +8, by the way.
Oh, cut the hands. Okay, Chad, it is now your turn. You are currently grappled by the Mind Flayer.
Aren't I also stunned?
And you are stunned until this grapple ends. That is correct.
So I believe there's nothing I can do.
I don't think so. Fuck. Yeah, no, you can't escape.
I don't get to remake
And
an
you don't get
intelligence
to make a save because it doesn't say you get to save at the end of your turn. You're just stunned until the grapple ends.
All right,
Um,
well,
Okay, that's good to know.
did not know they
we'll
had
see.
melee stuff. Well, good to know now.
Well, they do have tentacles. Igor,
They do have
it's your
that.
turn.
Igor is going to do what Igor does best, and he's going to use some movement to go there, and then his echo is going to go there. That's 3 for the echo. We're gonna gangbang number 3 real quick.
All right, you are flanking, right?
No, I can't flank
Or you can't
myself,
flank in your echo?
unfortunately.
Ah, shame.
He's untouched, right? Like no one's been hitting this
Number
dude.
3 has been untouched. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna make 3 attacks to start.
Okay.
Alright, that's really, really shitty rolls. That's 1 hit, because I got a 15 and then a 8, 19. So that's 1 hit. Bing, bing, bing. That's 4. That's
No, 15 hits.
15 hits?
Yeah, armor class 15. 15
I
hits.
thought it was... okay, then.
God, imagine having an AC of 15.
Pathetic. Am I right, Mark? 5. 5 plus 14. That's 19 points of damage to number 3.
Minus 19. Perfect.
We're going to
Look at that.
use an Unleash Incarnate to make another attack, and we're also going to
Alright.
Action Surge to make 2 more attacks, and then another Unleash Incarnate to make a 4th attack. Okay. I really don't want Chad to be stunned anymore. I like his brain where it belongs. So that's a 15, 19, 25, and a 24. Those
Yeah, I
all
think those all hit.
hit.
I don't want Chad to be stunned anymore.
I appreciate it.
Let me just whip out the calculator. 7 plus 7 plus 7. I rolled really well. And then those 4 attacks at plus 7, so plus 28. That's 50 points of damage to number 3.
50. That makes it a total of, on this turn, you've dealt 69 points of damage.
Sounds about right.
It is not dead.
That fucking blows.
And it
Am I-
is still
am I-
Is it of the giant subtype?
No, it's a medium. It's not
Damn.
a giant.
Damn.
It's a
Fire goes
medium
down,
average. I
um,
imagine that's the end of your turn, Igor.
yeah, that's all I got.
Until we have the Ring of Winter.
All right.
Artis Symbol sends his regards.
Jorva's rolled a 2. Jorva is still stunned. Fucking hell.
Dude, thanks for trying.
I'll get you there.
Mind Flayer 2.
So
Has a
I
turn.
forgot last time, but all these guys are in the range of
Oh,
Spear.
that's true. They
Oh,
need to
snap!
make wisdom saving throw.
Number 3.
Number 3 rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Big
And
money,
number
big money,
2
big money.
rolled an 18.
Oh, God.
And number 4 isn't in range, I don't think.
It's.
Oh, number 4 it is. Number 4 rolled another natural one.
Really?
So
Roll me damage.
do you want all the same damage or each one?
Yeah, all the same damage, and I'll take it out.
4 damage.
Really?
How many dice is it? It's 3 dice, isn't it?
It's 3 dice.
So, fun fact about this Mind Flayer, it has 75 HP, which if you take 75 minus 69, you're left with 5. And minus 4 is
Yes!
1
Love it.
I'm so happy.
You fucking idiots, what is going on? Alright, well, 2 is not having a good day. Let me look at this spell real quick.
Oh no.
You and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands in a circle are teleported into a different plane of existence.
Oh no. Are they really about to plane shift? They're gonna plane shift into the next room.
You have to be in a circle though, which is a shame. So number 2 is going to.
People.
God, number 2 can't really go anywhere. So number 2 is just gonna back up to there. And
Attack
then
of
it is
opportunity
going to-
from Igor.
Does it really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, roll me attack.
That's a 19
19 hits.
for 9 points of damage.
Okay, it is still alive, barely.
Lame.
Yeah, because that's 13.
It's still not a giant.
It's still not a giant, no.
Damn.
It is hanging on by a thread. Number 2, he's looking rough. Like he's got like less than 5 HP. In fact, 2 of them have less than 5 HP.
Big money.
Let's see, and number 2 is going to cast Wall of Force.
Oh
Oh.
god. Oh no.
And
And if
like
it's
a 7th level
Ooh.
spell.
They're mind
it is
flayers, bud.
fifth.
Is it 5th? My bad.
yeah, I just took it. I don't have it prepared though.
I just took it.
Sad. You consider
And it's
yourself
going to
an
cast
eldritch
Wall of
horror.
Force right there.
Can I see it?
Yes, I would say yes.
Where is there, by the way?
There's a yellow line
I
separating
marked
us.
it on yellow. It's in between Chad and Nicole.
Going to
Oh, I see.
4th level counter spell.
Oh, they really want to
That's
kill
still
me.
in
Oh,
the
boy.
Yeah, you still need to roll an Arcana check.
Oh, it's not even Arcana. I don't have proficiency.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
just
okay.
+5.
It's just fine.
All right, big money.
All right,
Let's
Gilbert.
go.
Big money.
Nope, natural 1.
Ooh.
Natural 1, no! And so you watch as Gilbert throws up the wand and attempts to counterspell, but then he just gets like shoved a little bit by Usopp and he gets distracted. And the counterspell goes wide as this Mind Flayer erects a wall of force. So an invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point the Mind Flayer chooses. Blah, blah, blah. You can form a hemisphere or don't. Each panel must be continuous. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Igor and Chad, you would feel, well, Chad, you're stunned. You don't know. Igor, you would feel a wall of force suddenly prevent you from landing another attack on number 3 as your axe just bounces off of it. And you kind of like push against it, and there seems to be an invisible wall that is blocking your movement. And okay, that's going to be the end of number 2's turn. Number 3 is next. Let me read this spell a little bit more.
Can Spirit Guardian still hit him?
So nothing can physically pass through the wall, and the wall is immune to all magic, or the wall is immune to all damage. And it also extends into the ethereal plane. Funny enough,
Let's.
um,
That's gotta be a
That's really
thing.
interesting. I didn't know
it
that.
doesn't specify. It says nothing can physically pass through the wall, but Spirit Guardians isn't physical.
Very physical.
Force.
Someone look that up for me.
I
We'll
am
find
doing
out.
it right now. Answer.
Number 3 has Chad grapple.
Can Spirit
That's gonna be
Guardians
exciting.
affect enemies through walls? Answer number 1. Unless an AoE spell has a specific exception, it does not affect creatures through walls. To establish this, creatures create line of sight. Spirit Guardians has blank, 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 blank. However, God, why can't I just get a simple yes or no? However, in
Chad,
this case,
Yourself in
while they're
range.
looking
the
this
targets
up,
can
Chad,
be effective.
the Mind
Yeah.
Flayer with 1 HP who is grappling you is going to attempt to extract your brain.
Oh, that's fun.
Damn it.
Which is a melee weapon attack. and its reach is 1 incapacitated humanoid grappled by a Mind Flayer.
Yep.
And it has advantage because you're stunned, which is good because it would have missed that first one. And it rolled a 3 and a 5. Does a 12 hit you?
Not at all.
Thank
Amazingly enough,
God.
Your brain is sick.
while stunned, because it got hit so much by Igor, and it's just on death's door, it misses as it attempts to suck your brain, and it just grabs your beak instead. And you feel this like weird sucking sensation on the top of your beak, but it misses your head. Holy shit. Do you know you take 10d10 piercing damage from that attack? That's exciting.
10d10?
That's a lot
Does
of.
Spirit Guardian, does Spirit Guardians do it?
No, it doesn't get
No,
through.
Sorry, Chad.
No.
It's considered full
Dude,
cover.
I am so dead.
Chad, I will say it lets go of the grapple because I made an attack and that ends the grapple. So you are no longer grappled and you are no longer stunned.
Excellent.
That is the end of its turn. However, there is a fourth one.
Come on.
And they're rather upset at you, Chad.
For what?
And there's a wall that just got erected, so they can't actually do anything. So they they enter the room, and they see that number 2 is upgraded a wall or erected a wall, and then they say something in Undercommon that none of you are quite sure what it is, and it is going to attempt to grapple Chad.
Someone take me out of this hentai.
No, we need more.
Chad, that is a 17 to hit you.
Nah, does not hit.
It's okay. 17 does not hit. As it attempts to slash out with the tentacles, and you kind of dodge out of the way, still in shock from being grappled. That is the end of its turn. Gilbert, it's your turn.
I don't like this, but I think I just cast Dispel Magic on the Wall of Force.
Okay.
I
At
think
what
that's
level?
the only thing I can do. At 4th level's the best I can do. So I can take another
alright.
roll.
Hit it.
Yeah. Make me make a roll and add your spell ability modifier.
Oh, and I'm gaining 10 HP from doing this. I need to remember that.
It's pretty important.
Oh wait, actually, this
Gilbert
is
the
big.
Huge.
God, that's a 9.
Unfortunately, and I will say, no matter what you rolled, it wouldn't have mattered, as the wall cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
Really?
Yes, it
Dude,
says
that's
that.
wacky.
It says that on the spell card for Wall of Force.
I can see my good friend Chad. through
Yes,
the
you
Wall
can.
of Force. He
It is invisible.
gains.
No. You should have banished him. Oh wait, no. Wall of Force.
Temporary HP as I
14.
expend a charge for my protective verses.
Okay, Chad, you gain 14 temp HP.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna say, let's see, it's a big wall. I'm gonna say no sound gets through.
Okay.
I think that makes sense, because it's like a physical wall. It's just invisible. But yeah, so Chad, instant enough, you see Gilbert cast a spell, and you don't actually hear anything from him. But you gain the temp HP. That is the end of Gilbert's turn.
All right.
Starting round 3 of combat, we go to Chunk. How's it going?
Going good. Is there a taunt action I can do or something?
Gonna taunt Jorva.
You can try and taunt them.
All right, I'm gonna run up here and try and taunt them because I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Roll me a persuasion check or
All right,
performance.
I will do it. Persuasion, you said?
Or performance.
I'm better at persuasion. Oh, 9.
9. The Mind Flayers do not seem too interested in your silent taunting, because they can't hear anything. They seem more preoccupied with the fact that they are stuck in a room with Chad instead of Chad being stuck in a room with them. That is your action, I will say. You can bonus action if you want.
Can I bonus action taunt again?
No, that would be an action.
Oh.
All right, we'll call that the end of Chunk's turn. Who's not? You're up.
D10.
Oh, D10.
Oh, yes. What'd you roll?
A 4.
4. You don't move or take action.
Yes.
It's 2 through 6. The creature does not move or take actions this turn. Sorry about that. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 14.
Oh my god. You
Yeah,
need to beat
baby.
a 15. You're still confused. Oh, poor who's not, man. All right, Chad. It's your turn.
Oh, dude.
How
Uh,
does it feel bad?
first, I would like to punch number 3 really hard.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Despite it having 1 HP, all right, does a 19 hit?
Yeah, 19 hits. There you
I'm
go.
gonna assume it's done.
Yeah, you don't need to roll damage for this one. As
Okay.
Chad, you get ungrappled, you dodge number 4's attack, and you just look at 3, and you punch him in the throat, and you feel something squishy. And you're like, oh, that's weird. And it turns out you just punched through his throat instead of in his throat. And you kind of remove it, and you got a bunch of slimy, like, Mind Slayer guts all over your hand. You shake him off. Number 3 is now dead.
Gotcha. I would now like to go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this one at a time just to see what Stunning Strike does.
All right, I will say 2 is looking very, like, death's door, and 4 is looking pretty untouched.
Let's do. Okay. I'll do a spirit attack. I'll do.
Well, 2 brought up the wall, so I think if 2 dies, the wall goes down.
Did he bring up the wall?
Might be a
think
reasonable
Well,
expectation.
let me. Yeah, I'll just. do
Chad,
a
and Chad,
spirit
you would have seen 2 cast a spell.
Okay. And I noticed the wall, or because I was stunned, I didn't notice it?
Yeah, I would say you haven't actually noticed the wall. You think it's weird that Igor and Chonk and Gilbert, you can't hear them, but you haven't noticed it yet. It is
Okay.
invisible.
Gotcha. Well, he is also the one that probably looks weaker, so I'd probably want to attack anyway.
That's true.
Okay. Let's just do this one. 19 again.
19 hits.
That is going to be 14 damage. That will.
14 damage is enough to kill Mind Slayer number 2. He only had like 6 HP left.
All right.
As you, with the spear, just kind of stab him. And you watch as number 4, who went from being fairly confident because it was a 3-on-1, goes from fairly confident to, holy shit, I just watched this bird punch one of my friends in the throat and take his throat out, and then stab my other friend in the face and pin him to the wall with the spear. Number 4 looks pretty shocked.
Hey,
Also,
dude,
the
this.
wall force goes away.
Sorry.
The wall force disappears.
Okay. Hey, dude, this spear has room for one more, and I rolled a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Good deal. That's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage, okay.
A DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
That is a 7. He fails.
That boy is stunned, and I get one more attack.
All right. You get an advantage because he's stunned.
Okay, well, glad I got an advantage. 18.
That hits.
And then that's a D6 because it's a punch. And that's going to be 7 damage.
7 points of damage. All right. That is the end of your turn, Chad. I imagine, unless you have something else you want to do. Igor, the wall of force has vanished.
Neat.
You can now hear Chad punching 4 in the face. What would
Fantastic.
you like to do?
I think I'm just gonna move up. He's stunned, right?
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna make a couple attacks at advantage, if you don't mind. Pink. That's 2 hits with a 26 and a 27.
Yep, those both hit.
I'm gonna roll my 3rd attack just while I'm at it, so I can roll all my damage for another 26. And take this. Whoop. Dude, that's just fucking balls. 9, 10. 38 points of damage to number 4.
Okay, that's pretty good. He's now looking bloodied, I would say.
Only bloodied now. Damn. That blows. That's my turn. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got right now.
All right, moving on to, let's see, Chad, Igor, Jorva is going to attempt to knock off the stun. Jorva rolled a 6. All right, Jorva fails.
Was it stunned for a minute?
Yes, it's only been 4 rounds.
Oh, okay.
12. Okay, and it is now Mind Flayer number 4's turn. Mind Flayer number 4 is going to take stock.
Spirit Guardians.
Is going to roll a wisdom saving throw. Rolled an 8. It failed.
That is 12, 15 damage.
Okay. Number 4, at the start of its turn, gets up and you see lightning crackling in its hand. As it looks like it's about to throw out some kind of strange spell, you watch as a Bonzu spiritually sneaks up behind it, fucking takes his neck, RKO slams him to the ground, dead.
Nice.
Spirit Guardian was the one to kill him in the end. Mind Flayer number 4 dies.
As it's meant to
And
be.
that takes us out of combat.
I would like to grab one of the Mind Flayers by its little dangly bits and just kind of
Uh-huh.
chop them off. I want some.
You mean its tentacles?
Yes. Not
Yes,
its
you can do
genitalia. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Do you want me to roll another D10?
Yeah, it was not rolling a d10.
Oh no.
Well, actually, no, sorry. It died, and I believe confusion is concentration. Yes, concentration up to a minute. Yeah, so you are no longer confused once 4 died.
Okay, that's unfortunate because I rolled a 7.
Oh, that's exciting. You would have melee attacked somebody.
Kill Gilbert.
Howie Gilbert.
Oh, that +1x. Yeah, so that is the end of combat. The Mind Flayer's bodies lie dead and mangled around you, especially the ones around Chad.
Looting time.
All
Hey, dude,
right.
you guys remember that short rest? Can we
Take a
do that
longer
now?
one? What time of day is it? We touch the orb of time.
It is still midday. It's
Still midday?
That only took 24 seconds.
It only took 24 seconds, but like, you know, we walked around for a bit.
Yeah, I would say it's probably afternoon.
Okay.
It hasn't actually been that long. Also, on the bodies, you find a total of 100 gold pieces spread amongst the 4 bodies. And you find... What the fuck is this? Let me look up what this magical item is. Oh my god. This is just the thing from Critical Role.
You know, there's a
Fucking
good
fine.
chance that Critical Role just took it out of the DMG,
No,
right?
it's not the stealing. It's just the same magical item that I happen to roll. You find a wooden box on one of their corpses. That looks to be about probably 6 inches long, 3 inches tall, 3 inches wide. Kind of a tiny shoebox, essentially. And it's got a little clip holding the lid down.
Oh no.
Gilbert.
Who picks this up? Chonk was the one looting bodies. Chonk, you have it.
Alright, I'll
Yeah.
pick it up.
Yeah. You
Oh,
pick it
that's
up.
good.
It's a wooden box.
I'm recovering from tentacles.
I'm excited.
If we take like I don't know, say, hour and a half long rest, I can look at that.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Long rest.
For oh, go ahead.
We never looted the Mimic. I don't know if they carry anything.
The mimic didn't have anything on it.
That's rude.
It's a mimic. It's kind of like looting a ditto. I mean, there's not really much there. Anyway, Gilbert, you were saying.
Okay. I want to spend the first 11 minutes of our rest casting Leomin's tiny hut.
Yes.
So we can just hide inside of it.
Okay, so you guys watch as Gilbert flips open his spell book and ritual casts tiny hut, and once he's done, he snaps the book shut, and this 10-foot radius dome pops up. Is it 10-foot radius or 10-foot diameter?
Radius.
10-foot radius dome, which takes up, I will say, I'll fill in the squares for the dome. It's like, and also here. And if you casted it in the corner,
I think you'd
or
cast it on
kind of at
himself.
the edge, yeah,
Yeah, I
5 times.
imagine that's where.
It's like that.
Yep.
The fill of the dome, essentially. What color do you make it? Do you choose any?
I make it. It's just clear. I don't want to
Clear?
do that.
Okay. Kind of grayish color.
Flashy. Yeah.
Nothing flashy. All right, and you are you now have Lehman's tiny hut up.
Okay, then for the next 11 minutes of this rest, I want to identify the box.
I also imagine you guys are taking the short rest inside the hut.
Yes.
If you would like to.
I'm
Push in your
gonna
tokens.
second wind, do all sorts of healing stuff.
All right, so you cast identify on the box.
Yes.
It is this magical item.
Goodness.
Let me DM it to you.
A box of containing.
It's a magical item.
Things?
It possesses the ability to hold things.
Yes. It can hold one thing.
Words.
Pink.
It is this. I convey what it is. It's that, and then for the next hour, I attune to the wand of fireballs and take my
Marvelous
short rest.
pigments.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
so
that?
you found the marvelous pigments, which is a wooden box, and it is a 1d4 pots. Let's see here. It would be 4 pots and a paintbrush
God.
inside this wooden box. So you have essentially 4,000 square feet of magical paint, which allows you to create inanimate objects or terrain features that are up to 10,000 cubic feet. So you paint something in 2D, and then it comes to the 3 dimensions as your desired object.
My God.
That's pretty cool.
You can't create gold value with it greater than 25 gold pieces. It looks authentic, but it's not actually real. And I think it's based on your performance checks, is how I'm going to run it. If you're, or your dexterity checks to see how good of a painter you are.
Oh, dexterity.
Because if you don't paint something well, then it's going to be really hard to interpret what it is the ink is trying to create. But yes, you have that. And you are taking a short rest. Is anyone keeping watch inside the dome?
Now I'm
What
busy
if they
taking a
don't
nap.
do-
I'm napping.
Taking some
Okay.
really
Yeah, I'm doing
thick
my
naps.
stuff, so I'm not really paying attention.
Well, Jorva's taking watch because Jorva did jack shit last combat.
See? Better off dead.
Jorva was stunned the entire fucking round.
Might as well be dead.
So the short rest goes by. Let's see here. Uneventful.
Exciting.
Yeah, and you all gain the benefits of your short rest. And Lehman's hut is up for another 7 hours. If that's-
Or until he leaves.
or until he leaves. It's true.
Was there nothing in the next room? When we just...
No, it's a hallway.
Okay, it's a
It,
hallway.
I imagine the room that you're talking about, the mind flayers coming out.
Yeah.
It's a hallway. Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Well, as much as I would like to get 8 hours rest, I'm a bit concerned that the lack of, being alive of these 4 tentacular individuals may go noticed. So we may want to keep pressing on a bit to see what's, further within.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not, huge on this, but
So, let's see. Let's recap what we're doing here. And all the while, I'm sitting there braiding my tentacles into a nice braid.
disturbing.
So
Yes, it is.
we came down here for great worms. We're following a path. Are we sure this is the path we're supposed to go on, and we're not just walking ourselves into a death trap for no discernible reason?
Oh, of course we're not sure.
Of course. Fantastic. Damn. This,
Do we have a better plan? Because quite honestly, I like the squid tentacle people better than giant worms.
The giant worm.
well, we never try to talk to the worm. Yeah, that
I
even
don't
sounds
think it
stupid.
wants to talk.
Dude, Igor, if you want to talk to the worm and you want to have like a heart-to-heart, you go ahead.
I could go. Do you think the worm is considered a giant? It is a pretty big worm.
No.
I think it's a giant worm, but it's actually a monstrosity.
Ugh, damn it. They're never giants. This is gonna be
I
great
like
because we're not
fighting
gonna
giants better.
we're not gonna fight a single fucking giant for the rest of this, and it's gonna be fucking great. I think there's like
So giants exist.
there's like
Every enemy's a pixie, size tiny.
I think there's like
Yeah, give the party something. Wand of fireball, you're playing
Act
fire giant.
like a dwarf.
there's I think there's like 2 or 3 types of giants that live in the Underdark. Oh, it's hyped.
Do we
Do we what?
keep going?
I assume this is all happening during our short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the short rest ends if no one else wants to discuss anything.
Nope.
Where would you guys like to go next?
Well, I think if we spend 11 more minutes resting,
Okay.
so so sorry. I could cast Alarm right here, so we know if anything comes back up this way behind us.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
So a mental alarm alerts you with a ping in your mind if you are within 1 mile of the warded
Yeah.
area. This ping awakens
The
you if
old-
you're sleeping. An audible alarm produces the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet. I assume of where I cast it.
Yes.
Oh no. Sorry.
You can choose that,
I
right?
get to choose. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
would do the mental alarm.
You choose the mental thing? Okay. So
And
we'll
I just want to ward a 20-foot area within
we'll do that.
here.
All right, sweet.
You know, I can go a little further so they can't just skirt around the corner. But yeah, essentially there.
Perfect. Yeah, so you will be notified when that happens.
When I get
Yeah.
2 points to my arcane ward back, my arcane ward is back up to full.
Let's go, boys. All right.
Did you attune to your wand of fireballs during this?
He
I
did.
believe it. Lucille's back in action.
Lucille. My God.
It had full charges, by the way.
Good.
It had been used in like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. All right, Igor, you come over here and you find this tunnel persists.
Ah, yes.
God.
Do like
let's see.
tunnels that
is-
continue.
Are we checking for traps again?
Yes. Whoever's leading this roll for a perception check.
All right, Chonk, are you leading or me?
I can lead.
Chunk's doing it. All right. Hit it.
All right, you go. Initiative.
29.
29. All right,
That's what I
that's
like
pretty
to
good.
see, baby.
Okay,
Oh,
Chunk, you get to about here, leading the party. When you hold
Where?
up the hand, where
Here?
Jorva is, because
All
Jorva
right.
is
Let's
is
use
representing the
Jorva as
party.
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
again.
Okay.
Let's set up a.
And Chunk, you hold up a hand, and you point to the walls, and you'll notice that along these walls, the next about these next probably 6 squares, are tiny little holes, probably the size of like a tiny crossbow bolt, and they're dotted all up and down the wall. Chunk, you noticed the holes. You didn't notice anything else.
Presumably, there's a pressure plate or something.
That would be the thought.
Yes.
But with your perception check, you haven't seen it.
So.
If we want to wait, I can detect magic again, see if it's a magic trigger. I hate to have us
We
like
wanna wait
move 5
another
feet,
11
cast a
minutes.
ritual, move 5 feet, cast a ritual. But
I will say, every
Oh,
time
yo,
you
let's
move,
put
or every
Gilbert.
time you spend time in one place, like moving, like not moving,
that's true.
you are spending that time in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And so you should be aware of that.
That's very true.
Can
what are
we
you guys
send the echo down?
I could send the echo down. What I'm afraid of though is that it's not actually crossbow bolts and it might be like gas. But fuck it, let's go. Incorporeal echo away.
Okay. Interestingly enough, so this echo is incorporeal.
Mhm.
Is it opaque enough to block light?
That's a fantastic question. Let me
The
look.
way I'm imagining it, I think yes.
Magically
Would
manifest.
it cast a shadow?
Let me read. I'm trying to figure that out. Unoccupied space. It is magical translucent gray image of yourself. So translucent applies that some light can get through.
Roll me a D100 and tell me if it's above 50.
D100. Don't let me down, Green. That is a 98. That's what I like to see,
98.
baby.
Yeah. So Igor walks through, and about halfway through, the light from the torch sconces kind of wobbles a bit strangely, and you watch as Igor took another step, Ghost Igor, and like must have been 20 or 30 crossbow bolts shoot across, and you recognize immediately that some of these holes are shooting crossbow bolts and some of them are receiving crossbow bolts. As the trap shoves about probably 1 second worth of crossbow bolts, maybe 30 or 40 in total, shoot across, and then the echo dissipates and the trap remains there. As far as you can tell, maybe that was a one-time thing. You're not sure.
So, dude, I didn't see it step on a pressure plate. What do you think?
No, it was floating.
Trigger.
That's a fantastic question.
If I investigated, is there potential to find a disarmament method?
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check.
Do you want me to go trigger it again? Or see if it triggers
Yeah,
again.
and I'll
Boom.
observe it while you're doing that.
Igor, roll me a D100. Tell me if it's
D100.
above 50.
This time it's a 49. God.
So Igor's Echo walks through, and you keep tensing, waiting for the moment where it's going to activate, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Igor's
That is
Echo
a
walks through. Totally fine.
modified 20 to see if there's a way to disarm it.
Okay. So Gilbert, you get up close to it, and you're looking into those holes, and obviously not standing in the trap, but just kind of observing, and something catches the corner of your eye. It's like a weird trick of the light. You're not quite sure what it is because you can't quite see it, but it's like that when someone like shines a mirror in the corner of your eye and it reflects the light. It's kind of that sense. But when you look at it, it's gone. You don't see any obvious.
Wait, you have the light cantrip, right?
I do.
You don't see any obvious way of disarming it. That's
Where are the torches? You said that there was some torch flicker. We saw the torch flicker, right? Like that was clearly obvious.
The torches are just mounted on sconces, kind of like here and here. Like they're it's nothing special. There's nothing irregular about these torches. It's just that the torch flicker creates a rather uneven light level.
Do you think if I hold up my sunblade and walk across, I'll be fine?
Oh, that's a fantastic
Maybe.
question.
We also have the continual flame torch.
We do have the continual flame torch. I forgot about that. Who has that on their person?
Could have thrown out the mind flare. I think it was one of the humans.
We only have one.
Yeah.
What about instead of the whatever it's called, your minion or whatever, we throw one of the desiccated corpse of the tentacle creatures on there and see if that does anything.
Dude, I love that idea. Let's go do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I'll just
So
eat
you-
a mind flayer and like nip it the hallway.
So you grab a mind flare corpse and toss it into the trap, and you watch as when the mind flare corpse kind of passes. As soon as the mind flare corpse, so you throw it.
Shit.
Roll me a D100.
It's not gonna.
Whoever's throwing it.
I'm throwing it. Got it. That's an 89. I'm rolling high and
89.
low.
Yeah. So you throw it, and pretty much instantly, as soon as it gets within range of the holes, the arrows shoot out and riddle the corpse full of bolts as it collapses onto the ground.
Do we know the point at which the holes, like, we know?
Yes,
Where
you can
it
see where the
started.
holes start and stop.
Okay.
They would be these tiles. Actually, give me a second. These ones.
Okay,
And are
and
they at all heights?
They're all heights. Yeah, all up and down the floor.
Do you think if we trigger it again, the bolts that were stuck in the mind flare aren't gonna shoot out of the wall?
wait, yeah. What if we just like huck corpses until we get rid of all the crossbow bolts?
Until all the bolts are preoccupied. This is
Yeah.
theoretical. We could
Assuming they're
pad.
not made magically.
We could pad the sides of the walls with mind flayer corpses and then crawl, so the corpses just get fucking.
Yeah, that's not a bad
dude,
idea.
That's a
Alright.
fantastic idea. We have some corpses. How many corpses do we have?
Three
We have,
left.
we have 4. No, we have 4 corpses.
Okay,
4 in total. One you just thrown. We'll say
We're
the
gonna, yeah, where is that corpse? How far in?
corpse you threw.
How
is-
well did I throw
This
it?
doesn't work. I have more corpses to make it easier.
Yes. So we got one there. Ah,
That's funny.
oh
Yeah,
God.
that's the first corpse. Are you throwing more into the trap?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yes.
Let's throw some more corpses.
Okay. Where are you throwing the second corpse? Laser for me.
Oh God. Do we laser the other side? No, because let's try to like throw it like right there.
Yeah. I think we
So
got
the
3 in a row.
don't exclusively come out of one side, right? They come
That's
out of both.
They
As
are-
you throw the second corpse over the first corpse, you see that the arrows do come out from both sides and enter both sides, as the corpse lands down the ground.
Do we notice that there were like maybe less bolts because of the fact
Make
that
a
our
perception check.
I would love to make a perception check. I can't pick up a d20 for some reason. +5, here we go. That's a 14.
You didn't think there was any noticeable difference in the volume of bolts fired.
All right, one more body.
Okay, so you throw another body, and you're trying to throw it to here now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
I'll do that.
Okay,
You're
rather
doing it?
heavy mind flare corpse to a specific spot. over 2 other Mind Flayer corpses.
Easy game. Go for it. You're taking it. It's
I
yours.
got it. Plus 12, baby. Let's go.
Plus 12. Motherfucker's got them. Expertise.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You got a 32.
Phew.
It's like a top tier
Interestingly
bocce
enough,
shit.
did not activate any of the bolts
Huh.
when you threw this one. For some reason, the chunk put a different path on it than Igor did the previous 2 times, so it didn't quite fly in the same spots. But this body did not activate any of the bolts.
Well, we got a 4th one, so let's see if it's just that was a weird activation error, or if it's really empty.
All right, yeah, let's go again.
All right, where are you throwing the 4th one?
Against the wall on the other side.
Yeah.
Which of the 3 spots?
Do you
Laser.
want to start right there?
I would assume.
Right there,
Yeah, why not?
guys?
Yeah.
You huck it in and kind of drop it in, and this time you watch as the bolts fire across. No difference in volume as far as you can tell.
Interesting.
Dude, I think we're out of corpses.
Yeah, send the
Vampires.
one across, because it probably won't get hurt.
Sent the what across?
I should say, Chad, do you maybe want to try going across and, you're a monk, all dodgy and whatnot. See if you can, I don't know, if there's a switch or something.
Dude, I'm pretty dodgy, but those arrows are pretty fast. Give it a shot, I
How many
suppose.
reactions do you have, Chad?
What?
Do you have 40 reactions?
Here's a question. When Chonk threw the thing, did it fly in a higher path than when I was throwing it?
A little bit. He had to arc it.
Okay.
But it definitely flew in a different path.
Or is there anything notable against the wall that it went by or didn't go by?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. That was a 19.
19. Maybe. There's a lot of holes in the side of the wall.
So here,
You're not.
okay.
Sure.
Remind me, I rolled my investigation check, but did we ever decide if I did see a way to disarm it?
You never saw a way to disarm it.
Okay, so
You saw something catch the light in
Right, that's what it was. I remember.
your eye with light.
Friends, we're spending enough time. I think I should just do a detect magic, and then, if need be,
I think I have
magic, dispel magic. Unless
one.
you have an idea.
I have one idea. When Chonk threw the body, he's throwing it from a higher area. If he was throwing it from above where the torches are flickering when they're activating. If the shadow from the torch is hitting the wall, it's activating. So if he threw it above it, then the shadow is being cast above the holes and therefore not shooting. That's my only idea.
I grabbed the mimic corpse and I tested
That's
it
true.
out.
You have one more corpse. Okay, where are you throwing this mimic corpse?
I look at Igor for directions.
Just throw it high.
All right, I throw it high.
Just kind
Give
of.
me an athletics check.
Yes, sir.
Or this would be... Yeah, we'll call it athletics.
30.
30. Fucking hell. So you huck it straight over the top, and you, scrape the ceiling, and you clear pretty much all of, the holes. You never drop below a couple of feet. But as you do throw this body, once it gets to about midway, you hear a as it gets riddled with holes, and then drops the corpse somewhere out here.
Yeah, well, I got nothing.
Okay, yep. 11 minutes to detect magic.
Okay, you're spending 11 minutes to detect magic.
Oh no, sorry. It's 10 minutes, 6 seconds.
Igor's gonna chill over there, just kind of watch down the hallway, see if anything's coming about.
Okay, good to know. So you finish your ritual cast of detect magic. There is a magical source in this trap. And with your detect magic, you can see magical items. They kind of glow.
Yep.
It looks like there are lines of thread crossing and crisscrossing all up and down, kind of threading in between the holes of this trap. It looks to be lines of thread, but when you blink your eyes and kind of squint, they're not actually physically there. They're invisible.
Are they...
None of them are broken, right? Which what you would assume from lines of thread. It looks to be some sort of kind of miniature directed light. Little beams that cross and crisscross all up and down the trap, creating this sort of grid, essentially.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
we're thinking like idiots. We have giant spoons. Don't we have giant bowls too? Oh my god, do we still have the giant bowls? Oh my god.
Turtle your way through this.
Oh my god, did we get rid of the giant bowls? I'm gonna kill myself if we
No,
did.
We use as large hats Uznov can hide under. Line 22 in the ledger.
22?
Yep.
3 giant bowls!
Underneath
Yes!
One unidentified ninth
True.
level scroll.
Humans and larger creatures, medium creatures would have a. Well, are dwarves medium?
Dwarves
They're
are
small,
medium.
right?
Yeah, they're medium.
They're medium, but they're also 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
On average. So a human would have a harder time fitting underneath it. I'm not saying it's not possible, but a dwarf can fit under it reliably.
See you
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Honestly,
Damn.
honestly,
So
at this
are the lines of magic spread out enough that they could be dodged if I can see them?
Yes, if you could see them, you could think that with enough dexterity, you would be able to fit your way through this maze.
Okay. Friends,
Amazing.
I think
Amazing.
it's another time for your favorite TV show, Gilbert the Frontline Wizard. Oh, actually, Igor, can your echo just go around the corner, see if there's a lever or something?
yeah, it was around the corner, seeing if anything was up or down either way.
Let's look around the corner.
If anything's coming. Anything mean looking.
I really
Nope,
hope
there's
it
a
comes down.
door there, and then there's a thing over there. And we'll say, for brevity's sake, you do get to reveal that. There's nothing down there,
Nothing
as far
out
as
there.
Okay. So, do we want to do a team building exercise where I try to verbally guide everyone through the web, or do I just use my last 4th level spell slot
So let's see.
to dispel magic, assuming it kind of looks like one dispel magic would,
Yeah,
Well, like,
so
do
Wild
indeed.
Magic would theoretically do this. Would get rid of this.
What about
your-
the turtle idea?
So, Uznov can get over across as a turtle. I can get over with the teleport. Chonk and Chad. Chonk, Chad,
Shad
and
can
Gilbert.
fly across,
that
maybe.
doesn't.
Dude,
Jorva whippers.
Jorva, we'll put Jorva under a bowl. Just very
Yeah,
aggressively
that
shove
makes
her
sense.
under a bowl. That's a
To
really
be
good
fair,
idea.
Jorva is like, at this point, 7 feet in length from head to tail. Like she's a medium creature.
She's a big medium creature.
She can fit, right?
How big is a giant locket?
Ah.
I think we took it off of a frost giant.
A giant locket, not big enough to shove someone in. They're not,
Yeah, but you could like use it as
500
a
feet tall. They're
shield.
only,
What,
they're only
um,
like 25 feet tall.
For my detect magic, what school of magic is this?
This would be enchantment.
It's enchantment. Oh, interesting.
So, what if we just use the bowls and the spoons like we did for the corpses, dudes?
Yeah,
We
it's
still
kind
have
of
two
as shields.
phases
Yeah.
Or
to
also,
come.
there are a couple vampire corpses.
Vampires
Not all
don't
that.
leave corpses.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
burn-
Dude, totally forgot.
You set them on fire.
giant spoons and giant
Very
bowls.
frustrating for someone running vampires for the first time.
So yeah, we could just use the last 2 bowls, place them right here and here, and go for the crawling,
I think that's the most reliable way, dude. But
Yeah,
and the least resource intensive.
right. When
They're
we
just
chucked the
corpses.
bodies over, did the corpses absorb the arrows effectively?
Yes, they did.
Okay, cool.
You're not sure how long they're gonna last, but they did absorb the arrows.
So I'm gonna take the Igor and Igor are gonna whoop trade places real quick.
Gilbert, you will notice that some of these light beams are blocked by the corpses, but the trap is not activating more than once.
Oh, okay. Friends, let's just put down bowls and stuff to block enough light beams that we can just crawl across.
I think that was the plan. What
Yeah.
where are more corpses coming from?
No, those are balls.
bowls and
Bowls? Okay.
I imagine so you toss your. Let's say you use all of the bowls and spoons you have.
What?
We also have a mimic corpse that Igor can
It's
finesse.
also like they're not perfect seals.
Yeah.
That's the big problem you're working with. You have to overlap a lot of this stuff in order to get it to sufficiently block, because there are holes everywhere. I mean, these are holes like every inch. So
I would like a giant bowl to be somewhat close, like right here, just in case we have to hide Uznov again.
yeah, that's fair. You can do that.
Okay.
You can leave a giant bowl at the edges, but they will be covered with arrows by the time this is done.
We can take arrows out. It's no big deal.
So, who is going first? And are
I'll
we
go
trolling?
first.
like recruit style, under a barbed wire fence
That's the way I see it. Yeah.
through this trap. Chalk, you're first.
Yes.
Okay, Chalk.
Can
Roll-
Gilbert warn me if I'm about to cross any white
Oh
beams?
yes, I'll give a yell.
Gilbert, you're looking at this. There's no feasible way, with all of the way you've lined up corpses, which, by the way, has activated the trap a few more times. With all of the way you've lined up corpses and bowls, there's not a feasible way to crawl through without activating a laser. Because of like the position of some of the lasers, the path you've made through the center, 3 of the lasers just go straight into it.
3, you say?
Yeah, about 3.
I have 10 pythons. Can I plug the holes?
So they're not coming from holes. They're emitting from these tiny little holes, as far as you can tell, Gilbert, but they're not ending in a hole, as far as you can tell. So
Well, you can just plug where it's emitting from.
Yeah.
yeah, but they're up on the wall. They're emitting from the wall down to the floor, or from the ceiling down to the floor.
Oh, so it's
Oh.
vertical. Oh.
Yeah, no, it is a full laser grid. You've covered the ones that are emitting from the ground with the clutter of stuff.
Screw it, I'll just dispel magic. Honestly.
God damn
Um,
it. Our bowls and our spoons are ruined.
They are
hey, these things
all
happen.
ruined. And
Except for one.
Gilbert, you cast spell magic at what
4th
level?
level dispel magic.
The traps vanish. The lasers poof gone. I mean, the
Alright.
physical trap is still there, but
We only have one giant bowl left. You sons of bitches. We.
I mean, we can still use these ones.
you used every bowl.
I thought we put one bowl in a situation where it would be easily
You put
retrievable.
it in a situation you could grab it, but it's still full of arrows.
What?
That's fine.
That's fine. Just
I
take
did
them
say
out.
you used everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, we
you could
take
just
them.
remove them.
Yeah, we have one bowl.
You have a
I'm sure we'll
damage-
get over it. Speaking of getting over it, let's get over
Proceed. Let us proceed.
Well, dude, that was
Alright,
a lot of time.
who's going first?
I will.
Okay, Chonk, roll me a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm
I
just
still have to do. Okay, sure, yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right, so we continue on with Jorva leading. Jorva gets to here,
Left hand
and
rule.
you're with a door and this hallway that exits to nothing.
Then through the
Can I-
door. Right?
Okay.
Well, there's.
The door is currently. Actually, no. Sorry, I totally fucked up. There's this part.
What part?
I forgot to mention it because it's colored differently.
Got to mention the Tarask.
Sorry, my bad. Flipped my mind. There's a massive hole here. That if you take a look over and see, you see that it resumes. The pathway resumes normally up here at the same level you are now, and it's the same width and ceiling height. But if you look down this pit, it's probably actually you don't know how far down it is. It's over 100 feet. When you look down, you cannot see the bottom, and it's just black. It's perfectly straight, smooth walls all the way down.
Neat. Igor's
Alright,
gonna,
dude.
Igor's gonna go take a look.
Okay, Igor takes a look and he finds that and a door. This is an empty hallway down to the south.
And it just comes to an end.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you want to go down the hole?
Rule.
Igor can go down the hole and not have a problem of potentially getting sucked into the underworld darker.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little sick of holes, not gonna lie.
Fair enough. Igor's just gonna
Okay.
travel
So
down.
how does this work? Is Igor falling?
No, he can float. He moves
Okay, so he's
incorporeally.
floating down. And I imagine he doesn't take like fall damage, right?
Nope.
When he's floating. Okay. How long are you gonna make him float down for? Because you
Until
floated-
someone wakes me up. Until someone shakes
Okay.
me, that's what we're gonna do.
And how fast does it float down?
30 feet around.
30 feet around.
Actually, let
Can
me
you
see.
dash float?
You sustain this. No, he cannot dash.
Okay, 30 feet per round. Each round is 6 seconds. So that's equal to 5 feet per second.
Literally jumping off would be faster, but that's here or there.
5 feet per second going down. Okay, let me do some brief math here. divided by 5 makes it that, divided by 60. Okay, 16. All right, perfect. All right. A minute goes by. Igor doesn't see anything different in the hole. 2 minutes go by. 5 minutes go by. You guys can knock Igor out of this at any time, by the way. Igor's just going down the hole.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yep, more nothing.
10 minutes.
More nothing.
20 minutes.
I
Nothing.
wait. I bring it back.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You get a tap on your shoulder, Igor.
All right. But yeah, there's seemingly nothing.
Well, let's
Now was
continue
it
the
was it
tradition
pitch
of-
was it pitch dark and you could have hit the bottom and you wouldn't have known?
No, you have dark vision, I believe.
I do have dark vision, yes.
And so you would see if you hit the bottom.
So we were for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
How far down was that?
Let's see. Let's do the math. At 10 minutes, at 5 feet a second.
12,000 feet?
30. No, 3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 3,000 feet.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Which means, yeah, that makes sense. My math checked out. Okay. 3,000 feet, you did not see anything.
It was 3,001 feet.
It was 5,000, but yeah, close enough.
Guys, we just have to hang out for a minute and a half. We have 15 minutes. All right, we crossing? Because there seems to be...
A door.
Hey,
keep up
Nathaniel?
the left-hand rule through that
Yeah,
door.
I see it.
Thanks.
All right. The door is locked, as far as your echo can tell.
I mean, dude, I could also just fly you guys across the pit. We can go that way.
Would
Left
you
hand
not
rule.
want to do this
left-hand rule.
Oh, you can do
Left-hand
that.
rule.
Ah, that's
This
true.
other
Left hand
We're
door-
rule.
sticking to left-hand rule. It's your rule.
All right. Okay, so you go to the southern door.
What?
And Jorva, Chad, get out of here.
Okay.
Into the nether realm. And the door is unlocked, funnily enough. And
Investigate for traps.
okay, roll me an investigation roll.
Can Gilbert do that instead, please?
I would love to.
All right,
21.
there are no traps.
No traps.
You open the door and poof, it connects back to the old hallway.
All right.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, left-hand rule brings us to
Left-hand rule.
this door.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
that is left-hand rule.
really? No, the left hand. Keep it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
rule.
left-hand
On
rule.
the
Switch to
wall.
the right-hand
I mean, I
rule.
assume that this is
Oh,
just
yeah.
this.
I was thinking right hand rule. Yeah, okay. This doorway is locked.
F for traps.
All right. Someone investigate for
I guess
traps on
that's
the door.
me.
Yep.
25.
25. No traps.
No traps.
Not on the door, not on the lock.
On the door.
And it
on
is
the
not a
lock.
mimic, as far
It's
as you
not
can tell.
breathing.
It's not breathing. It's not laughing.
Let me walk pick.
All right. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
18.
18. You get your lockpicks in there. You're like, oh, 1 is binding, nothing on 2. Oh, saw a click out of 3, and then the lock goes part way, but then gets stuck. And you're not quite sure what happened, but the lock seems to have not opened with your Thieves' Tools. Did not roll high enough.
18 wasn't high enough.
Nope.
Okay.
It's a pretty good lock on this door.
How sturdy does this door look?
Banded wooden door with metal bands kind of running up and down. It looks pretty reinforced, not indestructible.
We can take it down.
So, dude, what happens if we take like the sunblade and put it through a door?
Oh, like activate it.
On episode 1.
Interestingly enough, Gilbert, your Wi-Fi device, your thing pings.
Ah, ping.
Your alarm from how long does that last? By the way?
8 hours, I believe.
8 hours. Yeah, so it pings about now.
Friends, we just had a ping, so that means there's a thing in that spot. Should we go do a pincher maneuver?
Splitting
we
the
get it.
party. Yes. Let's.
It's a terrible idea.
A brilliant idea.
Okay. Okay, here's what we can do.
Let's think this through, because if we have no idea which direction it's coming, but presumably we would know if right here. We have no idea which direction it's going. I feel like we would have heard it if it went this way.
Yeah,
This was the,
And dude, doesn't your fancy spell, Gilbert, also like release an actual sound? So maybe it's also
no, I could
garbled
have
now?
made it do that if I want to, but I decided no.
I see, dude.
My
My
mind
mistake.
just goes boop.
I think we should go through the pit door, or do we just go through the pit? Wouldn't that be fun? Pit.
The way we came, see if we see the thing that saw.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to send the echo one way?
Yeah,
And then
I could
have
do
the
that.
rest
That's a
of
really
the
good
party
idea.
like pincer? Yeah.
We can just kind of like tie Igor's body to us, and then he can walk.
Yeah,
through.
yeah, we
How
can
that
weekend
works?
at Bernie's him.
Alright.
That'd be great. You know how much I weigh?
We can get dead Bernie's him. Jesus
God.
Christ.
Just want to check something. Okay, that's how much that weighs, and then this is gonna weigh.
Okay.
Cool.
Put him in the
Uh,
bag of holding.
I carry the bag of holding.
Yeah. And
Why
now
are
the
you
bag of
carrying
holding carries you.
yourself?
how the bag of holding carries you. Okay, so what's the plan here?
I think
Which way is Igor going? Which way is Igor going?
I'd say
Echo goes
Igor
this
goes
way.
this way.
That's fun. Okay.
we go this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Do.
So you guys are going, and I imagine you're keeping consistent rates.
Yes.
Igor, you would get to about, let's say, here.
All right.
By the time the party, then not that. Yeah, you get another ping. By the time the party gets to about, let's say, here, and we're gonna resume your marching order over here.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end of this hallway, you see, bam, and let me
A dot?
that.
A big dot!
Big
So
It's a giant!
you see
Clifford the Big Red
what
Dot.
I can describe as, let's see here.
Does he have a
It
name?
is a large creature, 10 feet across. It fills up most of the hallway, and it's covered with what looks like eyeballs and
Oh.
barnacles.
Jesus.
It has these, yeah, barnacles. It's got these. It's a hulking form. It's like imagine like a gorilla, but instead of a head and a neck, it's all kind of shrunken into the chest. And so it's like someone smashed its head in. It's got spines all running around the back of it, massive claws on its feet and hands, super muscular. And I would say it looks a little bit like, let's see, this. Let's see if it paces correctly.
Mark doesn't actually know what.
Oh, Okay.
It looks a little bit like that, minus the fire fiend that's
Wait,
next to it.
is that Mark doesn't know what that is, but he's scared about what it might be.
And it takes a look at you guys down this hallway, and it lets out this yeah, kind of very strange chuckle.
Can Igor hear that?
Yes, Igor can hear.
Okay, yeah,
Everyone-
Igor's looking through his own senses now.
that. Igor pops in. And he's like, "Oh shit!"
Time to go.
I will say it fills up to the hallway to the point where you wouldn't be able to squeeze past it, and it then lets out a, and it starts charging you guys, and we're gonna pick it up there next week.
We should have just gone over the pit. Should have gone over the pit. Man,
Still can't.
should have gone earlier.
Yeah, should have got over there.
I was hoping to get that sweet 9th level fireball off on it.
Damn.
Still can.
He's close friends with a fire fiend. You think he Oh god, what the
They are
fuck
pretty
is
close. They are indeed.
Gilbert doesn't know that. Mark wants to say I cast 9th level fireball.
I'm excited. I haven't run this monster before. Underdark's a great place.
It looks like what it looks to me is a terrifying thing that if it is what I think it is, Mark is spooked.
Mark, what do you think it is?
So it looks kind of like a big old sloth